today, you better go in disguise.
Dab, dab.
If you go into the woods today, you're in for a big
Dab,
surprise.
dab, 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 dab,
Beneath
dab,
the
dab,
trees,
dab,
wherever they please,
dab,
they'll rest
dab,
away and
dab,
games to play.
dab,
That's
Grunty's
the way
lair is
they
a
best
spiral
have their
mountain. I hope
picnic.
you've got eggs. What?
If hell exists, ooh.
Picnic time for Teddy. The little Teddy are having a wonderful time today.
Oh, no, I was so glad we came to the opera, Tice. I'm just so glad. it's a bit cerebral.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you see, you have to have a high intelligence to truly appreciate display, Tice.
Roll insanity check for opera.
Roll that D100.
Ah, shit. Nat 100. You get it.
Aren't the
Get
higher rolls
insanity.
considered failures?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, high rolls are considered failures.
In the world of Cthulhu, yes,
Oh,
they are.
no.
Welcome to D100 systems.
Honesty Onyx, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Emone Teasel, thank you so much for the 1,500 bits. Guys, thank you so much, everyone. Hi, we're the Unexpectables. Our DM is Monty Glue, who's currently working.
Sorry.
Dean, what did we say about that? Stop apologizing.
I'm Canadian.
I know I am too, but I know it's hard.
Hey, that's racist,
Well,
and I know a thing or two about that. Ha 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 ha.
It's okay. I'm going to spend the rest of my life apologizing to Dean. I made peace with that. We are joined by Chris Zito. Say hi, Zito. Duck Hole.
Hello.
There we go. And we got it is the ladies' man, Senile Snake.
I was about to say,
Oh, the antibiotics are kicking
There we go. We're now the character of Senile Snake will be played by SenileSnake.exe. Hey Snake, how was your day?
My day was good. What's yours?
You know me, man. It's pretty. You know me. Just the average amount of crying. All right, and we're over to Gaijin Goomba as well. Guy Goomba. Goomba.
Yo.
Oh, that was weird. He was like right in my ear. Now you're still sick, right?
そうだよ。
Oh my God, Destiny. Sadie88 with what 10,000 bits? Holy shit! Gotta feed them cliches. Technically, you're feeding my sister, but that's also fair. Sadie88, thank you so much for the 10,000 bits, dude. That's super nice of you.
Jesus.
You don't. I can't fucking handle your emo.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time myself.
It's do you know the way?
You know the way.
So
God, hang on a second. I need to adjust this.
we are in
There we go.
what it sounds like I'm ahead of everybody again. Are you serious?
No.
No, you shouldn't be.
Are you responding to us before we talk? Because it has been something that's happened before.
Apparently it may sound like that. Kazway, thanks so much for the 500 bits.
Okay.
Just
When I'm gonna say the quick brown fox, and I want you to say dog when I finish saying the quick brown fox. Okay. The quick brown
Dog.
fox. The quick brown
Dog.
fox. Let's see if that's what happens.
Probate 1000. This is my experience that the Canadians must apologize 50 times a day, or they revert back to their primal and Canadian lumberjacking instincts. Acres of forest are lost every year to such occasions. True. Grand Dart, thank you for the 500 bits.
You're like half a second ahead.
Yep, bad delay. Yep, he's a smidge ahead. Are you serious?
No, you're a fucking time traveler. That's what's going on here.
Oh, dude, jeez.
I don't.
Check your OBS. See if you got any delay on
I don't.
us.
Yeah.
He is way ahead of you as I'm getting people messaging me. Yeah.
He knows
Way ahead? No, I heard
I
it
don't-
just as a little ahead.
I don't know. I don't fuck with the settings. I never do. No, I don't know what I would fuck with here.
And there's no way to put it forward either.
No, I have no idea what this is. I don't know what this is. Try it one more time, Nadine. Maybe I went too early. I'm gonna wait a sec.
The quick. You were actually delaying afterwards. The quick brown fox.
Sorry, one more time.
Okay. The quick brown fox.
Dog.
The quick brown fox.
Dog.
The quick brown fox.
Dog.
Let's see.
Honesty Onyx, 10,000 bits. Thanks for all the laughs as always. Honesty Onyx, thank you so much for the 10,000 bits. That's crazy generous.
Geez, I'm sorry, Austin. I just elbowed the microphone. I'm sure you're gonna
Much
hear
better.
that.
It's because I waited half a second after responding to you.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to wait a second or two.
Wait to respond. Yeah.
Whatever this delay issue is, I'm gonna have to accept the fact that I'm gonna have to adjust my role play based on it.
Well, you're gonna have to fix it afterwards. Like that, you can't do that forever.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's happened twice though. Like I just.
No, it's happened about 4 times now.
It has. I don't know what is up with that because I don't fuck with my settings at all.
Albatross thanks you for the bits.
Oh my God, Albatross, 11,500 bits. Zito, you're the queen. Show me the way. Zito.
Don't worry. I just spammed away emotes at him. Don't worry about it.
Oh.
The way. Whoa, Zephyrus 101. 10,000 bits! Hey guys, today's my last day in the U.S. before I go out on deployment out of the country. And I am glad I can spend the night listening to you guys. This also makes up for me missing last week. That more than makes up for Zephyrus. Thank you for the 10,000 bits, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for your service, Zephyrus.
Best of luck on your deployment.
Yeah, hey guys, can Zephyrus get a motherfucking newt?
No.
And again, thank you so much to Albatross for the 11,500 bits. My goodness. Zito, you better have shown him the way.
Wait. Emotizzle.
And thank you, and N.A. Polly, finally able to catch it live. Thank you so much, and Honesty Onyx as well. What? We have another bit drop?
Yeah, you missed it.
Oh my God, Emotizzle. Wish I had money to out bit drop probate, but since I don't here, have all my expendable money, the unexpendable money. 5,000 bit cake drop for the good boy. Thank you so much. Crimson highly, and thank you for the 500 bits as well. But wow, dude, thank you so much, Emotizzle. That's very nice of you. Damn.
Also, really quick, I apologize, Austin. My audio, I was clipping really bad, so I had to make some adjustments.
Derpy Doogie, thank you for the 2,600 bits. Today's my 26th birthday. Have some birthday bits.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
By the way, guys.
I'm ready to
by the way,
go.
by the way, Monty, real fast. Now, I don't mean to put like any like focus or like too much undue stress on you, but would it bug you if we referred you as the Queen from now on?
No.
I just.
You is the queen.
No.
No.
What have we done, guys? No, we can't.
Do not run. You cannot escape the devil.
No.
Show us the way.
And there's probate with the fucking knuckle.
Oh.
Monty, why are you running?
No.
But you do
Why
not
are
run.
you running?
Why are you running?
I run so far. I run so far away.
Demonic High, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Sorry, we gotta get started here, but thank you so much for watching for so long. Alrighty,
Cool.
Click sounds, guys, click sounds. But anyways, are you ready to take us away, Nadine, to a magical land?
Yep.
All right, we'll be taking 2 quick bio breaks in the middle of this session, guys. Thank you so much, Psycho Mantis 50W. All right, Nadine, take us away.
All right. When last we left our heroes, Borky the Orc Barbarian, Greckles the Kinku Rogue, Panic the Tiefling Bard, and Task the Kobold Ranger, the party left the cozy walls of Alavas to find the Northlanders, 8 hours east of the city. After a tense, sweat-inducing standoff with a tiny crab with a knife, which Panic charmed with a lovely ditty, the party found a stray Northlander crabbing on the beach, who startled at their presence and fled into the Northlander longhouse. After a tussle with a grandma polymorphed into an octopus, the chieftain of the Northlanders appeared and calmed the masses. Task explained his desire to hunt bear, which the Northlanders took as Task desiring to complete a man trial. Escorted by Halfdan, one with Bear, the party traversed the woods and came across a fresh goblin camp that was completely dispatched with a few choice lightning explosions, arrows, and axes. After fighting the goblins, Task finally met face-to-face with his bear and fought it, killing it with his dagger. Now, traveling back to the Northlanders' longhouse, bear in tow, the party makes their way home. So you guys are in the woods. Halfdan has your bear, Task, on his shoulders, like he's carrying it like a sack of potatoes on his back, and just walking contently.
Halfdan, quick question.
Yes, friend.
Are you sure you can carry that? You took an arrow to the gut.
Oh, that is nothing for Halfdan. This is good exercise. But if you want to oblige me, my friend, you can.
Oh, very well. I would be more than happy to do that.
Roll a strength check.
Okay. Hope my delay is not to please not one.
Yeah, please not one.
Strength check. 8. Ooh.
He like grabs the bear by the arms and legs and like tosses it to you, and you grab it and you just fall on your back and the bear is on your stomach. I'm sorry, friend. I should have asked if you were ready.
Can Borky attempt to roll backwards and then stand up within his arms and make the save?
Oh.
Athletics check.
Roll high, big boy.
Here we go. Here.
By the way, I am going to be jumping in the trees. 18
All right.
stealth.
Borky
Nice.
attempts the roll through. 20.
It's not graceful, but you do manage to get on your feet. You have the bear. It is heavy. This thing is hefty. It's not a very large bear. Like, this is not an adult bear, but it's got a lot of fat in it. Like, you're pre-winter. This thing's been loading up.
I got it. Thank you so much, half bear man.
I am half than one with bear, friend.
By the way,
sure that you've got that?
By the way,
I was going to say, while I'm up there, I just want to make a note that I'm just actively looking for stuff, anything that might be out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Sorry.
Halfdan. So why do the Northlanders, apart from selling the furs and whatnot to the township, why are they quartering off people from hunting bears here?
Oh, it's because we keep balance. Olga, our elder,
Yes.
she decides when we can hunt and when we cannot hunt. This is so we do not kill all bear, because then we starve. You understand this, yes?
Of course.
You kill all bear, there are no more bear.
Yes. You don't want to drive them to extinction.
Exactly. So on this land, we are told how many bear we can fight, how many we can have, and we give parts to Yidia, who guides Olga to tell us how many we can hunt. So
If you
that
don't
way
mind, if you don't mind me asking, since I'm not 100% sure on the age of humans, how long has your elder been around for these lands?
Oh, Olga is very old. Don't tell her I said that. She'll get very mad at me. But she is quite old. The thing is, with the type of magic that she uses, it helps life. It makes you live longer. Olga, I have known for almost 20 years now, and she has been the same since. I don't know exact age, but she is Bjornsson's grandmother in that sense. And Bjornsson is quite old. Not that old. He's about 30s or so. And
God.
This is probably a result of either clerical magic or druidic magic.
yes, druidic. There we go. That's the word. The connection to Yidia helps you live longer. It is not a selfish thing. It is just when you become more with nature, nature becomes more with you.
Is that why she?
An unexpected boon.
Is that why she could be? Is that why she could become a giant octopus?
This is part of being druid. You can take form of nature to get close to nature. Sometimes you can use it to keep away predators. Like he turns and looks at you, Panic, and kind of like goes to laugh and is like,
Oh yes, I am. I am
the
a predator.
the deadliest predator of all.
I would argue that if anyone's a predator, it's Greckles right now because he's up in the trees.
You don't know that. You know where I am, big boy.
He did slip away. I apologize. This is all new to us Northlanders. The women are very set in their ways. We are trying to embrace new things. It is hard. There are so many crazy things here. There are magics that we've never seen before. It is strange. We try to make best of it, but we are a little fearful, which, we mean no offense. It's just we want to take care of each other. And the women in particular, that is their job. So they definitely take it a bit more seriously than the men should.
Sounds more and more like my old home, so I can absolutely understand all of this.
Good. I just hope you understand. You come from different place, and we come from different place, and it's all quite different. I mean, you're red, and you're green, and he points to you, Borky. This is strange to us, but we accept this. It's just something different that is the same.
Exactly. It's like how you said there was white orcs, and orcs is green. It's weird it is orcs it is white. That's just weird. How big are they, by the way?
They're about your size.
Oh, it's weird. So they're really tiny.
I mean, I don't. No, I don't. Halfdan is not orc. I do not know the size. And honestly, Ogrush and Bulgrush are the only orcs that Halfdan knows.
Someday you'll be Faldan, and that day you'll be a real boy.
Oh my god!
Wow.
I was sitting there like, how long is Taka gonna make the full Dan joke? It was happening one of these days.
Halfdan leans over to you, Task, and goes, "This man is one fish short of a full basket."
Patience you have to keep with him.
Oh, I have good. Halfdan has great patience.
Oh, I can tell. Don't worry.
Lives with Frelda, knows how to deal with disappointment. He keeps walking.
Disappointment and patience are two very differently exclusive things.
Not in Halfdan's life.
Oh god! Turns to the camera.
You guys continue walking through the woods. At this point, it's like full on, like almost late sunset. And eventually you breach the trees. You see a familiar sight of the Northlander camp. And you see, as you guys come out of the camp, you see three men carrying what looks like a giant, like sea kayak, almost like a sea canoe. And you see two orcs, and you see Tolch, the spear obsessed, currently lugging up a boat next to the longhouse. They haven't seemed to notice you yet. And you see currently Frelda outside, checking out the crabs and like chucking some into one bucket and some into the other. And Halfdan yells out, like, "Palto!" And he waves, and the two orcs and the man turn, and they lift up a big chain of fish. Like, they got a bunch of fish, and the one orc goes, "Bison!" Ah! Like, shakes his fist, and everyone's like cheering and happy and whatnot. We'll eat good tonight. This is good. But first we should deal with bear. We need to carve bear for you.
Yes, as per the agreement, we would just like to have some way of preserving and taking the meat home.
We will give you cloth. You can put the meat in cloth. We will get fat and the rest of everything. You would want cut of sirloin. You want good cut of bear. Yes.
Can we have some flank? The booty.
I can do flank, but we want the fat from flank. This is ours. My large.
Extra I'm sorry.
Oh god.
My large orc friend, could you actually chain up on? You see over there are two trees with rope hanging between the two. Can you hook on there? There are hooks on ground. You put it in their leg and then hang it. Can you do so for Halfdan?
I will do that.
Excellent. And Halfdan actually grabs you by the shoulder and goes, "Can I see lightning weapon you used that calls electricity, like thunderstorm?"
Borky, in mid-speech, Borky like has it already pulled up from beneath him.
You mean this?
This is a weapon that is like Uspa, and I think Frelda might like if I show.
It's like Hutzpah?
Uspa is god of storms.
Oh.
Yes? Storms and ocean.
Oh, no, it summons lightning, not rain.
Well, it's lightning.
Can you
Right,
spell?
Yeah, I can spell that.
Yeah.
God.
Oof.
Alright, you're
It's
one
like a
fish
brick
short.
wall.
No, I'm listening.
The god of Chutba. I thought that was Bugs Bunny.
Okay.
But are you saying the god of lightning? That's interesting.
Yes.
Okay. So the gears was turning a bit there. So is he like made entirely of lightning, or does he like have a lot of lightning?
This is something we ponder, but we don't know.
Oh, there's so many questions.
But
Something probably to ask at the clerical district, Borky.
I might do that.
I think Felda would like this if I show her maybe, and maybe she'll actually talk to me.
Okay, but like, can I?
Borky's still not let go of it. He's still holding on to it while he's holding on to it.
Yeah, but like, it's mine though.
Halfdan will give back. This is not gift from you to me. This is I borrow and then I give you right back.
Borky gives him a firm look, and then lets go with both his hands.
Oh, before you do that, can I insight check?
Sure.
Oh, 11. I'm not going to see anything.
You don't.
I'd like to roll that as well. I'm sorry. That's a little
That is shady.
Can I see your weapon? Oh, what, son?
I just want to look at it.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see your sword.
No,
Task, you get the sense he wants to show off
Okay.
the weapon a bit. Like
That-
he's using this as a vessel of showing off. And given their
Okay.
culture, this makes sense.
I actually want to get about 15 feet away from what is going on.
Okay.
Tass like pats Borky on the arm and just nods sagely, like, "No, it's fine. Let him have it for a few seconds."
Okay. Borky's been doing this entire thing with a bear on his shoulders, right? Or
I guess, yeah. I imagine it's on the ground at this point.
Yeah,
It's
you
slumped
put
off your shoulder.
okay. So Borky's like,
Sorry, go ahead.
All right, but whatever you do, bring it back, keep it in one piece, and don't give it to the kids unless they really, really are annoying until you give it to them.
and Borky starts hanging up the bear.
Okay. Halfdan winks and takes the lightning javelin and like very cautiously walks up to Frelda, who appears to be cleaning some of the crabs, like just brushing them off, getting some barnacles off of them and chucking them into a pot. And you hear him speak in Northlander, and he's like, look at this javelin. She takes one look at him, gets up, turns around, and walks away. And
Oh
he
my
just looks
God.
so sad. He's like, damn it. Like, and he walks back and he hands you the lightning javelin, Borky.
Oh yeah, you can only use it once a day.
This is fine. All right, Bear. One who has done Mantra, would you like to help carve Bear?
Very well. Also, how long have you been at that whole affair of yours?
What are you talking about affair? There's no affair. He scratches the back of his neck.
Borky will insight check if there's an affair.
Okay. Go ahead with advantage, because he's a terrible liar.
Oh, God.
Did I just say the
2.
secret word? It didn't mean
Ah,
to.
it's a
Oh,
4.
for fuck's sake!
No, 4.
4 with advantage.
4.
15.
14.
He's totally lying, Task. I mean, come on.
You have your eyes set to 1. I just want to know, can you think of a reason why this isn't working out for you?
Oh, Halfdan knows.
Then what is it? Taz says while he has the dagger and he's ready to help out.
He gives you the okay to carve up the bear. Roll a survival check with advantage because this thing is hung very nicely.
25!
There we go.
Nice. Yeah, you start cutting down the bottom of the bear. You're cutting off the fur. Halfdan has this in the bag. Halfdan starts working. And he goes, you see, when Frelda was young, this is a very uncomfortable subject. We left Longhouse for hunt. This is before Halfdan was part of family. But Blighted Bear came into Longhouse and sort of, let's just say Frelda does not have mother anymore because of Bear. And so for this, she does not like Halfdan, and Halfdan try, because Halfdan likes good bear, not evil blighted bear, but it's hard. I try.
Blighted?
You have not heard of this blight?
I've heard of people using that term for creatures with a pox on them, but this might be something more particular in your case.
The blight in the Northlands comes in form of ice shards corrupted by darkness. We do not know what darkness is, but it affects animals, and sometimes snowstorms can cause madness. It is very scary. This is why we do not go too far north.
But this darkness can imprison you. It's all you see. It's an absolute horror.
Yes. Yes, that was very articulate and almost rehearsed, but good, yes. But felt like Johnson did not like Bear, then met Halfdan and now like Bear, but Frelda was there when it happened.
She holds a grudge, unfortunately, and it's none of your doing.
No, it is not, and Halfdan understands, but Halfdan keeps trying. Perhaps it's best to stop, but... And at this point, the bear fur falls to the ground. Oh, good cutting, my friend. All right, now let's get some of the fat off you. I grabbed some linens and we put it in there.
May I make a suggestion, Halfdan?
Sure.
Give it space, but don't give up on it.
Yes, Halfdan will try.
Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Where is everyone in relation to everything else? I'm trying to get a good feel on
Currently, the longhouse is a long building.
Mhm.
On the left side currently is where the bear is hung up, and you guys are working. You're on the edge of the left side of camp. On the right side of camp, the 2 orcs and Tolch are currently flipping over the canoe at the moment, just because they're done fishing. And Frelda appears to have gone more towards the right side of the camp as well to continue what she was doing, just kind of avoiding Halfdan. So
Alright.
that's kind of where you're at right now. Everybody else, you don't know where they are. You assume they're inside, considering you see smoke rising from the building. Not like it's on fire, but like there's a fire inside.
Until called, I'm actually really curious how the people are going to react. I'm actually going to go out, find somewhere comfy to sit, and start going back over the scroll that I've got.
Okay. Like the one you were writing in?
No. The super special scroll. The that basically lines out all the techniques that no one else was supposed to know about, but I have to clarify now.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Well, now.
At this point, as you guys are cutting this bear up, which is hard, it's tough. You realize why this is such a trial task. It's tough meat, it's lots of muscle and a ton of fat, like lard, and Halfdan's just ripping that out and just putting on this linen. It just keeps going and going. There's so much fat. And he kind of laughs and goes, "We did a good time," and just keeps grabbing things and then cutting out hunks of meat and setting them aside. And eventually, Borky, you hear footsteps approaching you. Two sets of footsteps.
I look to see. Can Borky see what he hears?
Yeah, you turn around, you see the 2 white orcs. They're not really white; they're kind of a light gray with a bit of a hint of like a teal green almost, but they're very white. And they walk up to you, and they kind of look to you, and they go, in orc, they go, "A green one."
White ones.
Porky gestures at them.
They come up and they bump chests with you, like as a greeting.
Borky, can Borky roll a strength test to bump chests against them?
Sure, we'll do counter strength checks for these guys.
Alrighty. Natural 20.
Oh,
jeez.
Nice.
Of all time.
You with the first one, who you don't know which orc is which. They're twins. They look almost identical. Different clothing a bit. The first one you bump up and you almost knock him off, and his brother grabs him and just starts laughing his head off. And you hear an orc, he goes, "The green ones are stronger here," and gives him a pat. And the brother just kind of pushes. He's just like a little bit like competitive and mad.
Borky just flex. He does this. Boom, boom, firepower. And Borky helps pick up the white orc he knocked down.
Oh, he's up. His brother caught him.
Name's Porky the Okie. What's your name?
Bulgrush.
Bulgrush? And you must be Ugrush. Oh, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I can't tell you 2 apart.
They start laughing. They laugh like it's an old
Nice.
joke.
You know it's to be the best of lads. Being an orc. Yeah.
I like this green
Now,
orc.
do you have any grog or any kind of ale? We need to drink.
We got mead.
I mean, I could need some mead.
They grab you.
Yeah, Borky's between those 2 walking off.
Yeah, like dude bros, you guys are
And Borky throws gripples at Panic.
Hold on to him, I'm busy.
Whoa.
Do I roll to catch it, or
Sure, roll a dexterity.
Oh,
Don't
fuck.
drop-
check.
Oh, no.
Don't drop the almighty.
22?
You catch him.
Okay.
It almost hits the ground, but you manage to catch it.
Ah, good. He didn't explode, but he's strangely cold.
Give me some warning next time.
Borky's not listening.
Well,
Yeah, the orcs are telling you their tale of travel and adventure.
So one time the guy I threw that at, I threw my lightning spear and I nearly killed him.
Oh, the orcs cheer and like pat you on the back, hearing your stories. It appears that's kind of what the Northlanders kind of like. At this point, Halfdan is now plucking out all the bear's teeth and the nails. The paws have been cut off. The meat has all been separated. The only thing is parts of the digestive tract appear to have been set aside. They're going to use it for crabbing.
Right on.
But there's basically like a really schematic way that Halfdan is kind of laying out all these different pieces of meat, and he gives you essentially like almost like 30 to 40 pounds of meat in a bag, and he shows you like, this is okay, this is enough.
This is more than enough. Thank you.
This is your good cuts here. The other one you can make into sausage or perhaps dried meat ration.
Unfortunately, I'm not the best one with cooking. We're gonna have to give this to our chef. I am more of those who are just able to hunt them.
Excellent. Panic, you notice as you're kind of standing around, you notice Frelda now is taking the fish that the two orcs have caught, and she kind of sets it down on the table, and then she reaches back and she starts patting around. She's trying to find something, and she looks and she lifts up and you see a sheath at her side and it's empty, and she goes, and she starts, like, you assume swearing in Northlander, and like starts looking around.
Can I in my broken Northlander say you need help?
Sure, roll, I'll say roll intelligence for this.
Okay.
Just like raw intelligence?
8.
As you walk up to her, you say what you think is, do you need help? And she looks so offended.
My mother was a
No,
saint!
you said, do you suck too much? In their language.
I try to then convey through pantomime, just like your sword missing. Need help?
Roll performance.
I'm assuming you're doing the
Natural.
Natural
There we go.
20.
God damn,
you
that's a
lay
29.
out the epic. You act out the epic of losing something. It's your Oscar-winning performance, and yet no one is here to see it except for her. But she's impressed, and she does nod. She's like,
Nadine, I have a quick question. Is there any kind of Homer Simpson whoop 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 running on the ground at all?
maybe.
Just a limited amount.
The curly shuffle.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
But she does nod. She does understand, and she pulls the sheath from her belt. She like unlatches it, and she pulls it out and smacks it on the table and just huffs.
So there's a sword missing.
It's a small. It looks like a small blade of some kind is missing.
How small?
Small enough to be wielded by a crab.
That's your hint.
Yeah.
I pull out the card.
Guys, I have a theory.
She gasps when she sees it, and she's like, "Oh, Valtol, like thank you," and she grabs it.
I pantomime. I do a little spy crab with the carving knife in my hand, as if to portray I found a crab who had this knife.
I'll save your natural 20. She nods like, okay, all right.
Why do I now imagine this like fucking Family Guy's interpretation of William Shatner?
That's fair.
She pulls out a fish, and do you give her the knife?
Yeah.
Okay, she give her a knife. She begins to cut, and then she stops and she looks up at you. There's this moment of silence, and she turns, Bulgrash, Kaif. And Bulgrash, who's hanging out with you, Bork, he goes, Kaif! And he pulls basically another larger blade, something akin to what you used against the bear task, and he throws it to her. And
oh no.
Okay, she catches it.
Catches it with her stomach.
Wow. That's interesting that, Ugresh, you have a knife.
Right in the thunder wound.
And she catches it, and then she pulls it out, and she hands it to you, and then she hands you a fish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you, Panic.
Health, and she grabs you by both like upper arms and brings you over around this table, and she puts your fish down in front of you, and like steadies your hand in the knife.
Oh shit. Okay, here we go.
Paisson, and she flips her fish up. Kaif.
Okay.
And cuts her fish. And then she points to you like, now your turn.
I try to mimic what she does.
All right, roll a survival check.
Go.
Survival. Oh, good. 12.
You do it so slowly, it's painful almost, that you're just like dragging the knife, and then all this like organ and goo and stuff is coming out, it's getting on your hands, And then she looks at you like, God, okay. Paisson. And she pulls open her fish and takes her fingers and like goes down the spine and rips out all the organs and just splats it.
Yeah.
She looks at you like, okay, now your turn.
Oh man, that's actually a little awesome.
Oh boy, here
I-
I go swimming again.
I try to do what she did.
Okay. As you do, you rip everything out. You feel something moving in the organs a little bit.
Oh! Parasites?
Panic freezes,
Oh yeah!
and he looks at what is moving. He just kind of holds it for a moment.
It's an earthworm. It looks like it's the bait. And
It's a tough worm.
Frelda just starts laughing. She just starts laughing, and she goes, "Bogras, Baru!" And he turns and laughs and smacks his knee, like, "Oh, again!" Like, oh, that's funny.
Looks like you can reuse it.
She tilts her head. She doesn't understand what you're saying.
Dude, just be happy it wasn't a tongue-eating louse.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, oh my god, it's Sakuma and Zekiwa?
I
Is this what's
pantomime.
happening?
I pantomime making a hook with my finger and then putting the worm, like silhouetting the worm on my finger. It's like you can use it again.
She pats you with her gross hand, and then she begins to.
Fantastic.
She, like, not on your face, right? She just pats you on your wrist, and then she basically just quickly cleaves her fish, and then she finishes up yours, and then just hands you another fish.
I have to agree with our I have to agree with our chat real fast, not to go away, but I think you're now married in their culture. I think that might have just happened.
Aram. She like gives you this gesture of again, and then hands you another fish.
All right, I got the fish.
All right, you guys got the fish. Borky, you shit the shit. Task, you carve up a bear. And Greckles, you are chilling out. And one of the Northlanders does come up to you, and like he walks up to you and crouches and stares at you. It's Tolch, the guy you saved from the goblins.
I just give him a kind of an. It's like the scroll is up to my face, and it's just like a cartoonish slow drop to my eyes, just going over the edge. And then just kind of like, if I had an eyebrow, it would raise. So a small piece of my eye is just like going up, it's going down.
Quick question: Is Greckle smoking it all against a tree?
Hey, Greckles doesn't smoke. That's bad for you.
This spearman, he's skinnier. Like all the other like Northlanders, they're big dudes. They are very rugged dudes, and even ladies to a certain extent. But this guy's a little skinnier. He's a little scrawnier, and he crouches down to you like he's kind of doing the Slavic crouch, and he stares at you, and you can see like the gears rolling in his head. And he goes, "You." Cobble, help, Tolch.
I drop. I roll the scroll up, put it back in inside my robe, and just honestly, I'm gonna smile and give him a nod.
He reaches out and he grabs your forearm like firmly, like a manly headshot, and he gives you a shake.
Yeah, shake it back. Same firmness.
He's trying to figure out the words. Like you can tell he's processing.
Mm-hmm.
We sisters. Now.
What?
What? I give a smile and I put a talon to his shoulder in a very brotherly way. Yes.
Yes.
Brother.
He smacks his forehead like, oh, I'm an idiot.
No, Greckles gives him a quick pat on the back and just a good toothy grin.
Brother. Yes. And he grabs you and he lifts you off the ground. You, Tolch, and he waves his arms around to everybody. He does like a motion, an eating motion. Eat. Yes. Eat.
I nod.
He leads you into the house. He's going into the house.
Cool. I'll go with him.
All right, everybody else at this point now makes their way into the house. And inside the house, the kids are playing. One of the kids has a little wooden sword, and the girl is looks like she's playing with some sort of, it's like a horse, like a little like wooden animals. And they're like talking with each other and whatnot. The mother, she just wants to sit. You can tell mom just wants to sit. She's just kind of crocheting. Olga is tending to the fire. And at this point, Panic, you and Frelda are bringing in all these gutted fish, and you're laying them out before this fire on spits, like these iron like cooking things, essentially. Like they're laid over the fire, laid over the fire, kind of like a barbecue almost. You know what I mean? Like a barbecue grill in a way. And Olga and Frelga kind of go back and forth talking. And then Frelda nods, and they basically begin to prepare food. Like they're starting to put fish on there with different herbs and spices and things like that. You see there's a couple rabbits currently cooking on sticks just on top of the fire. And the farthest off, now you see at this point, Ugrush has left you and Bulgrush, and is throwing the crabs into the basically the what remains of a fire, like the charcoal of a fire. And you watch as he throws these crab in. They move and then slowly stop and then begin to cook in the ambers of the fire. And he begins to cover them up with these ambers. And Bjornsson comes down from the loft and he goes, "Oh, you're back! You're back! I heard there was, you got there. Congratulations, my friend." And he gives you a bow, Task.
Congratulations, Task.
Oh god damn it! I know that reference. Task bows back, flips, takes the dagger, flips it blade side to himself, and hands the handle back to him.
"I am sorry this was too big for you, but it is the way of Mantral, and we don't usually have kobolds in families like this. They tend to stick to their own."
It's quite all right. I'm not exactly the most normal of kobolds, being exiled from my home due to unfortunate circumstances. I'm the last of my I'm the last of my clan, so I would not expect this to have been easy either way.
"You will find brothers in Ulgrush and Bulgrush, as well as Halfdan."
I won't lie, this has reminded me of home in some ways. Hunting, cooking, preparing, and cohesion amongst your kind. It's very similar to Iron Oath and how it worked.
It's very
nice.
My friend, he grabs your shoulder. "There is no your kind. There is no my kind. There is only kind. You are welcome here whenever you wish to hunt, of course, following Olga's rules."
Greckles kind of lifts it. Greckles will lift an eyebrow just kind of out of the corner.
"Well, next part of Mantral, we eat." And everybody sits down as the meal is cooking, and you guys get to partake in a Northlander feast. This is obviously a celebration. There's tons of fatty fish. There's the crabs, which at one point, literally when they're cooked, Bulgrush grabs one, rips all the legs off of one side, and just dips it in what looks like some sort of like butter, and just eats them, like shell and all, just eats them.
I want Tash to like look like he's about to pick up a crab, but then looks to see how everyone's like savagely going at the food. If they all look towards him, Tash just like picks up the crab. He was about to use like utensils or like gingerly open it. Just takes the whole crab and bites into the motherfucker.
Nice.
Yeah, there doesn't appear to be utensils in this eating arrangement. It makes sense given where they're
Can
from.
Borky make an attempt to crack open a crab by smashing it against his head?
Sure. Roll a constitution check, I guess.
Natural 1, the crab is still alive.
Don't spoil what my dreams are. All right, Borky goes. Borky see all this, like Borky's just been slamming into the meat and the fish like crazy. Borky wants some of that goddamn crab. Borky smashes it. Not 20.
Oh my god.
20. You not only open your crab, but you open everybody's crab, and every time you do it, the entire room erupts into cheers.
It's like the Smash the Melons competition, except it's crabs with Borky. Borky sets us down, head desk. Borky sets one's down, head desk. Borky sets one.
What utensils are available, just by the by?
Sticks.
Oh, no. This is cool. Okay, so Greckles is actually going to pick up his crab, take the sticks, and hold them in like chopstick position, and just gingerly eat from the casing of the crab.
The kids look at that and they started like they see you doing that and they like whisper to each other and they start to try to do it and they just keep dropping the crab. And Frelder like it's just like toggle Latin. Like you're like just kind of like scolding them a bit and they point to you and she kind of goes, okay, whatever. Like do what you want.
How far are we like are we in a big circle?
Yeah, you guys are around a big fire in the middle, in the center of this very large building.
Okay, so I'd like to have Greckles kind of inch over to the kids and just really, really closely show my talon, like the position of the bottom chopstick resting along the thumb and ring finger, and how the index finger and the thumb hold it in order to actually maneuver it up and down as to try to teach them.
Okay, you're gonna try and teach them how to do it. All right, let me roll for Bratia.
Would that be for performance?
That would be intelligence because you're teaching.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If you want to roll for that, you
This
can.
is like the most meta thing you've ever done. Like, I will now teach children.
You'd be surprised at Greckles' opinion of children. Performance. Ooh, 18.
Oh, it's intelligence.
Oh. Sorry, I thought this was
No, intelligence because you're teaching is.
Oh, well, 19.
19, there you go. You teach them the daughter is just like she's listening to you, kind of half listening, but she just wants to eat that crab and she's just like she gives up halfway. The boy though is like really enthralled by you and he does pick it up and eventually he like eats something and when he eats something with the sticks, he looks at you like he just conquered a lion. Like he's like the champion of the universe.
I want to take his hands in my talons and just like shake them. Like not like in congratulations, not like spastically.
He's confused by the gesture, and then like looks at your hand, like you're very foreign, and he's just like,
I give like the biggest, stupidest smile.
Cravon, Olga, Cravon. And Olga turns over and nods and goes, "Ay, Cravon." And Bjornsson, as he's eating his fish, kind of laughs. He goes, "They called you Raven."
I rather like that name.
Yeah, that's pretty cool,
That's
actually.
That's rad.
How's Panic holding up with the dining?
Panic doesn't really do seafood all that much, but he's eating all right. Is there any alcohol at the table?
There's mead. They're passing around kind of metal sterns, clay, kind of glasses, pottery.
Okay. Panic is going to be drinking as much as possible.
Okay. I want you to roll a Constitution saving throw. If you're
this will end poorly.
Oh
You
boy.
need to balance the.
He's got to do his training for the match.
Hey, while he's rolling, what was the word for Raven?
Cravon.
Apply directly to the forehead. 15.
15. You get through. I don't drink, so I don't know what the actual
Buzzed.
Yeah, you get buzz. There you go. Thank you. You're getting buzzed. And you're like, okay, doing good. And even some of the men are just like, drink, chug. Like they're cheering you on a bit, especially the orcs.
It's just I could drink as well as Northlanders, and I could beat a dwarf.
And you also eat the rabbit, which is really, really good. They put honey on it.
Oh,
So it's like sweet, but it's been cooking slowly. Like
That's what had me concerned. I'm just like, how well did they prep this rabbit?
oh, it's prepped. The only thing is
Okay,
that
okay.
as you're biting into it, you accidentally bite off a rib bone, and you're like, There's a decent amount of meat, but it's so good that you accidentally you eat some bones kind of by accident.
Ah, fuck it.
Well, that's actually fine. The tiefling diet consists of bone, actually.
Oh, interesting. There you go.
Yeah.
So you guys eat and enjoy, and Olga gets up and she jabs you in the back with her staff task.
Ah!
And she points a finger to the doorway. And she goes, Yidia. And she brings 2 fingers like, follow me.
Cash shrugs, gets up from the table, looks at everyone, bows, and then follows.
She steps out the front door, waits for you. And Halfdan follows as well and hands you the bear pelt.
Tass looks over to Halfdan. I apologize for having to drag you out. Be my translator.
Halfdan cannot go with you. This is last part of your man trial, not Halfdan's. You must see Yidia by self and gain guidance of ancestors.
Oh shit, I'm going to go see a god.
Don't tell this one to fuck off.
I make no promises.
Who are you talking?
All right,
What?
Task will take the pelt and say, "Well, thank you for your assistance, Halfdan."
You're coming back. I'm not going to die. We come back, we drink.
Very well. Tass looks over to Olga, nods his head for her to do as she's going to do.
And she nods. And you're kind of like a kid with a giant comforter. Like, you're kind of waddling with this fur.
Yeah.
Because it's big. And he leads you. And eventually, in the dark of the night now, at this point, there's a coldness to the wind. You feel winter on the wind. And eventually, you're back at that shrine that you stopped by before you left, that Halfdan knelt down before. And
Right.
Olga lifts a hand to stop you. And she shows you in her old woman way, like, she goes down onto a knee. And then, like, looks to you, like, points to her knee, like, because she's kneeling.
Does the same thing as well.
And she puts up a hand, like, wait there, stands back up. You hear some cracking of the old bones.
God.
And you watch as Olga steps up to the shrine and begins to do a prayer, which is not Northlander. Whatever language she's using is not Northlander. You assume it's probably Druidic. And she speaks to the altar. And...
I have a question. I apologize. I'm so sorry to break this up, but does it sound like something Anj was speaking?
Roll an intelligence check.
Let's go. 12.
Well, if you knew the language, maybe, but you don't know the language, and she's also speaking very fast.
Okay.
Like she's like 1,000
it was
words
worth
a
a
minute.
It was worth.
Yeah, it was worth a shot. And she stops, and as she stops her prayer, you hear wings as a raven lands on Olga's shoulder.
Oh my god, a Greckles lands on her shoulder? I'm joking.
No, it is Greckles.
Yeah, I was about to say. Oh, cool. Yeah.
And she begins to call back to this crow, or raven, sorry. She begins to talk to it almost as if, ah! And then the raven goes, ah!
Riveting.
Ah! And it flies away. And Olga walks up to you and goes, Yidia has granted me a means to speak with you, Scaled One. Do you understand me?
Yes, she found a very nice way for you to speak common. I do understand you.
The Raven gave us a way to speak together, guided by Yidia.
I'm not going to lie, I'm rather shocked that this whole trial will actually lead me to speaking towards your deity.
You will not be speaking to Yidia. Such things are only of the women of this clan, such as me and soon to be Frelda.
She has a lot of, she has a lot of work cut out for her, I imagine.
She is trading strong. Her woman trial will be very soon. But for now, we focus on you.
Very well. What would you want me to do?
Stay there, young man. And she takes a thumb to what looks like a stick that was in the fire. that you guys are eating from, and she takes her thumb and she brings her thumb with some of the charcoal down the front of your nose all the way. And then you feel marks underneath your eyes and down.
All right.
And she continues this, and she steps back and she goes, "Step forward to the pedestal of Ydia, and you will see guidance from your ancestors."
Task is a little skeptical that this is going to show his people and not the Northlanders, but very well.
Okay.
Does so.
All right, you walk up, clack, clack, clack. There's stones leading up to this very simple shrine. You see the animal parts you saw before, and there's a spot obviously cleared out for your bear pelt on the main sort of shelf of this shrine.
Try to neatly pack that on top of there without it overflowing it.
Okay. You try to fold it. It's very heavy, but you manage to rest the head on top of the fur and lay it there. And you hear Olga speak to you. "Now yield before Ydia."
I don't mean to be ignorant, but how would one do so?
"Kneel before Ydia."
Oh, I thought you said yield. I apologize.
yield.
I heard yield.
Oh,
so I
sorry.
will kneel. Yeah.
My old lady voice is a bit scarbled. But...
Oh, that's fair. Sit. I kneel down.
All right, you kneel down. "Close your eyes,
Do so.
Tarask of the Red Scales."
A little. Oh, well, he told her their name. It's fine. Do so.
"Breathe in. Breathe out. Do you feel the air of the forest?"
Yes, I do.
"Breathe in. Breathe out. Again, over and over."
Okay, well. Do you want me to roleplay that out? Because is there a time limit?
Just keep going. Yep, keep going. Just keep
Okay,
breathing.
fair enough.
The forest. The forest. Oath iron. Oath iron. The smell of the caves. The smell of the stone, the salt. Stalactites on the roof. You feel yourself damp. No more wind.
That's a little strange. Try to breathe in anyway.
You keep breathing in. Do you open your eyes?
Let's break an oath to a god. Let's do it. Crack an eye open.
You are standing where your elders would meet. You remember this place. Stone slabs where they'd sit and talk. And then on one wall, a symbol of your clan. But where that symbol used to be instead now is a large silver wall. Shiny and smooth to the touch.
Okay, well, the dwellers have been marked out. That's kind of unsettling. Let's touch that wall.
You walk up to that wall, and with each step you hear a boom, as if a larger footfall follows you. Boom, a larger footfall follows you. And you see, almost caged behind it, a dragon. Everything is grayscale.
Oh, fuck, I don't know what color it is. Shit.
Even you.
Oh, no.
And then you're back in the forest.
Ah!
Breathe. You're supposed to keep breathing. Oh, wait, is it over? Did you do it? Are you okay? Grandma hobbles over.
Did you do it?
I saw a dragon. I didn't see what color it was. Everything was all dark. I walked up to a door of silver out of my council's chambers. Our clan was marked out. I walked through the door and everything just turned metallic and all I could see was a dragon.
Home, a dragon, and metal. Your guiding steps, if you can perhaps process this, has Halfdan has and Bjornsson has. They are not meant to make sense, but to show you perhaps a glimpse of your future.
Oh, Lord, do they want me to see the Silver King?
I don't know, she shrugs.
Task wasn't saying that to her. He just like looks up and like has a realization like this might be the
Old
answer.
lady,
That's a Silver
old
King.
lady,
I don't know. I'm just gonna actually do this though. Can Task roll intelligence to recollect on if the dragon looked like the blue scale dragon or any representation of the Silver King?
Disadvantage because you don't know what the Silver King looks like, and you never got
Did
up
we
close
not?
to that blue.
No. Yeah,
You saw the statue. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was just, but I'll roll disadvantage. I'm not gonna
we
fight
heard
it.
about him.
5.
5.
Nah, no dice.
No, you think you've never met the Silver King. You've seen a statue of him, and it was nice, but it was not like a clear like representation. And for the blue dragon, I mean, when you saw it, it was not like, oh, look, a dragon. It was like, ah, like you were running.
Yeah.
So you didn't really have a lot of time to be like, oh, what lovely anatomy. So you don't know, but it is something. And in a way, like, you don't know if it's meant to lead you somewhere, but it is sort of a gift in a way, what you received there. And Olga stands there, and you hear as that raven lands on her stick, and she goes, meh, like shakes the stick, and the raven flies off the stick and lands on her shoulder. Ah, ah! And she turns and caws back to it, and she sighs, and then the raven flies off, and she goes, Kabolden, Kabolden, all fell.
We're back to this then. Task stands up.
And you were led back to the longhouse. The rest of you guys have been eating, having drink. Like, people are just joking and laughing. Everyone is having a good time. The children have been basically kind of went to go play in the corner. Eventually, you hear the door open, and you see Olga, grandma, walk in, and she steps aside, and you see Task enter in. And as he does, all the Northlanders stand up and start pounding their chest and cheering and clapping and like roaring with their drinks. The two orcs like smash their sterns together and start shaking them, spilling ale. Like, everyone's applauding you. Like, you just did something huge.
Yeah, Task just like is actually taken a little aback by all the shouting, but
yeah, it's loud.
Well, no, he takes it back. He's like, "Oh shit, what did I?" And then realizes they're all for him, and he's like, "Oh well, thanks, I guess." Like, he doesn't actually know how to take it. He like looks down a little bit. Let's make this even more stupid. Anime, hand on the back of the head, look down.
Aww.
There you go, fan artist. You're welcome.
What a weeb.
You.
Oh, shut up. Bjornsson goes up and goes, as chieftain of this clan, and since you have done man trial with us, we give you gift from Northlanders. You have better meat, yes, and for this we hope you enjoy. But this is gift from our homeland, and we hope you like. And he pulls out a dagger, a really, really nice dagger in an ornate ivory sheath. Looks like some sort of walrus, maybe, of some kind. And Bjornsson holds it to you, and he goes, Halfdan mentioned you like to hunt. This perhaps will be good for doing so and carving your prey.
It will. Thank you. And Task will take it by the handle and bow.
Now, come on now. Feast, eat well. You are far
Nice.
too small. You need more muscle. And he pats you in the chest. He's a little drunk, you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
He's having a good time. And you guys sit down and you enjoy, and the night processes. And as it does, you guys are enjoying, you guys are singing, you guys are laughing. Then you hear a crashing noise inside the house. You hear a dish break.
Stand up, look to it. Oh, boy.
Everybody goes quiet. And even Olga's like, huh? Like she's kind of having a half nap, and she just stops and she looks, and you see Bjornsson's wife, who's pregnant.
Oh.
She is leaning up against the post at the moment.
Oh,
and
fuck.
Bjornsson runs over and begins to speak in Northlander to her, and she's like patting, and then the two orcs turn to each other and go, Babu,
Babu.
Babu.
Oh no.
And Olga gets up and hobbles over, and Frelda is she's right there. And immediately you hear like she's panting, she's having a hard time. And what was once like, hooray, all of a sudden went, oh God. Everyone at this point is stressed out. The orcs are like, the turn to you, Borgo. The children, distract the children. You gotta distract
Hey,
the children.
kids, look at this. Borky jumps out the window.
Damn it. Taz looks to the kids. What are you waiting for? After him, and holds his hand to the window, like, go after him.
The kids cheer and go after Borky, who went out the window.
By jumping out the window? By jumping out the window!
I had to think fast.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. I don't care. That was, you know what? I'll give it to you. The kids scramble out the window too. Do not cut themselves on the broken glass or whatever. There isn't really any glass. It's just like a latch wooden thing, which you destroyed. Good job. And you watch as Frelda and Olga begin to help Sidra, who's pregnant, into what looks like another room. And they're speaking to her in hushed tones, like comforting her. And she's already in pain.
Jesus.
And you see her go into a room. And then as they are, like, Bjornson's helping, so is Tolch. And you see Olga grab Frelda by the arm, and Frelda stops and turns around. And Olga nods to her and hands her her staff. And Frelda looks at the staff, looks up to Olga, looks to you guys quickly. And she nervously nods and then goes into the room. And Olga steps over and sits next to you guys and eats some berries out of a bowl like she's on a plane trip and she has nothing better to do.
What? I've faced a demigod. I don't say this out loud. I've faced a demigod. We've gone through hell and back. We've fallen from the sky. I killed a bear. But Lord Almighty, I am in more fear than I've ever been in this entire journey.
You begin to hear screaming coming from the room. And then you see Frelda throw open the door. And she goes, Bjornson, fall in! Bjornson, fall in! And she points to you, Panic, who are the two biggest who have been left behind. Panic.
What?
Because the orcs have all taken the kids out.
Panic just looks up from his mug, just like, huh?
Oh, no. And then she looks, Greckles, you're probably the next biggest.
Mm-hmm.
She points to you two, and she gestures you, like, come in here.
Yeah, do it.
Oh my god!
I ninja dash in at the opportunity.
Okay, you ninja dash in. Panic, what do you do?
Oh my god! No!
I continue to pantomime, and I say, I pantomime, I've had a few, are you sure?
Roll a performance with disadvantage, because you're drunk.
24.
Okay. Frelda, like, rolls her eyes with her entire body, like, oh, like, come on. Just, come in, like, come here.
Okay, I set my stuff down and I go inside.
Drunk Dr. Panic.
I am reminded of the scene from Knocked Up where the guy goes into the middle of delivery. Get out! Greckles comes out. I shouldn't have gone in there.
I want to do this one thing. Tass looks to Olga real quick and just kind of like mutters, "Woman trial."
Olga turns and nods very slowly, like a sly old fox.
Woman trial is having a child?
She shakes her head. No.
Okay.
She does like a motion, which is like delivery, like delivering the child.
Okay.
Yeah. Greckles and Panic, as you guys enter in, you see Bjornson face down on the ground. It appears that he's fainted.
I was wondering. Okay.
And she points at both of you and points at him and just get him out. Like, get him out of here.
Do I need to make a strength check to drag him out?
Both of you strength checks. Yeah. Oh my god.
Do we get advantage because we're doing it together?
Yeah, you guys. I'll give you guys advantage.
Oh good. That's a big 3.
It's up to me. Let's see if my drunk strength will save us. Is it a saving throw?
It's a strength check.
I'm sorry. Okay, it's still 5.
Oh, 5. 2 more. Hooray.
Here we go.
12 with advantage.
11.
Okay, you guys grab him by the feet and you just start dragging him out by his, like, he's on the stomach and the ground. This is not like, there's no texture to this floor. It's dirt. You grab him, just drag him, like, out of the room. And you guys, as you guys are walking, one goes around one post and one goes around the other and accidentally hits him between the legs with the post. And you're like, oh, crap. And you bring him out and pull him over near the fire. And you just hear, like, just screams and, like shrieking, but, like, just, like, labor sounds. She's
Just
not having a good time.
Immediate dash
What?
back.
What?
Yeah.
Can you?
Okay,
Is it
so-
okay to hear something out that's happening outside? You just hear the audio of it. I
Sure.
can pass the gripples.
Oh, God.
No, it's still with Panic.
No, I'm assuming Panic gave it back.
No, you guys, I assume
Yeah.
you guys would give it back to
Okay.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going back in, Greckles?
I'm going back in.
Okay. Panic, are you going back in?
I might as well.
I just imagine you with like a stein. You're like, cool birth, right?
Cool birth, bro.
Man, the only chicks at this party are pregnant.
Oh, terrible. It's funny because only one of them is, and the other is too young, too old, and one's you have no idea. So you guys walk in, and currently Sidra's standing up. Like she's up. There's two pillars, and she's holding onto them. And she's standing up, and you hear Frelda like telling her to breathe, trying to calm her down. And she turns. Frelda
Calm,
turns.
eh?
Okay.
I'm going to subtly cast Calm Emotions.
Oh,
Right. Roll a sleight of hand with disadvantage because you're drunk.
Sleight of
Oh,
with this-
yeah.
this is all right. Here I go. Sleight of man 9.
9.
Slide of man.
I wanted you to nat one and slap her in the face.
Just
Oh.
calm down.
Calm down, woman. You cast a spell. Frelda notices. She gets ready to like yell at you, and then she stops and she looks at the staff. She takes a deep breath, like it's okay, and she goes back. And sure enough, your spell does calm down Sidra a bit. Frelda points to what looks like a cauldron, like a water cauldron, and she points to that. Greckles, and then she points to you and does like a drinking water motion, as if she's drinking water, and then points at the cauldron.
I go get the cauldron and water and bring it over.
Okay. Then she points over to a fire that's sitting in the corner, like cauldron fire.
Put it. Is there a place to hook it on top?
There is, yeah.
I'll hook that on top then.
Okay, it begins to not boil, but it begins to warm up. Frelda then turns to you, Panic, and pretends to take off her shirt, like take off her jacket, and she points to you, like take off.
Okay, I take off my jacket.
Okay. She lays it beneath, like underneath Sidra, who is still having labor pains.
Hope you didn't want that back, bro.
That's fine. I can just press the digitation it later.
Like 4 times.
Are you kidding? Childbirth is the most metal thing ever.
This is like the 8th time you've done that in like almost 3 sessions in a row.
Yeah.
He's mess prone, I guess. Task, you are sitting out with Olga, and Olga is just like, I'm just eating my chestnuts, and you're just like, you just hear screaming and yelling and like just chaos in the other room. Jornson's face down on the dirt and hasn't moved for a while. And you hear the sounds of essentially whatever Gripples is made out of smacking up against the wall. Eventually, Greckles, your water warms, and Frelda runs over, grabs it, and sets it aside, and hands you a cloth. And hours passed. 1 hour passes. 2 hour passes. She's still in labor. 3 hour passes.
Ooh.
She is not having she's sweating. She's red-faced. She is struggling. Eventually, Bjornson wakes up, and like it's just like, and he gets up and he's like, Sidra, and Olga like just grabs him by the back of his pants and just pulls him, and he just turns and he sits down, and it's just like he looks so ragged and wide-eyed and terrified as he reluctantly sits down next to you, Task, and rocks back and forth as you hear his wife like wailing.
I just imagine the both of them now just sitting there flinching at every.
Yep. As you're outside, Borky Halfdan eventually leaves and goes inside. and sits down with you, Task, and his friend Bjornsson, and reassures him, patting him on the back. And you assume in Northlander, telling him it's gonna be fine, everything's gonna be fine. And he just rocks back and forth. He's looking so dizzy and lightheaded, like he's so stressed.
Task is just like, child labor is so much more violent sounding than it is for kobolds, than it is for humans.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
By the way, I was given a cloth and 3 hours passed. What the hell am I doing with this?
You're sitting and waiting. Every time you try and move, Frelda's like, sit back down.
I hope this kid comes out like a fucking mortar's getting shot.
I'm just sitting there like a freaking
flies right through Panic spear wound.
I'm freaking sitting there like I'm holding a pitcher's mitt.
Yeah.
Or catcher's mitt, rather.
I am also casting spells left and right to help this woman.
Yeah,
I cast heroism. She's already a goddamn hero.
There's a moment where you see her stressed out, and then she stops and she goes, "Yeah," and then she just goes right back to being like, "Ah."
Yeah, one turn passed.
Yeah.
He's drunk. He can't keep the ritual.
And then eventually, you hear Frelda, like, now you know it's time. Like, you get the sense Frelda is right there. And you hear, like, say essentially what you can only assume is push, 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 push. What do you guys do? What do you do, Panic?
I am readying mage hands in case anything goes wrong.
Okay. And as she pushes, you guys, Task, as you're sitting in the living room after so long, you hear one long scream. I want everybody in that room to roll a medicine check.
Oh.
Panic and Greckles.
That's a big 4.
Hi. 14.
Okay. And
Freckles hits the floor in a faint.
Hey, this isn't a constitution check.
No. Frelda rolled a 24, so she did quite good. The baby comes. And really fast, Frelda deals with the umbilical cord and cleans it all up. And she turns to you, Panic, and like points to Sidra and goes, like, help her, lie down. Like, help her lie down.
Okay. I go over and I help her just lay down.
Okay. You drag your jacket, you put it on her head, and she lies down. There's some other furs and cloths and thing you're able to kind of cover her up and keep her comfortable. And she's just look like she's been between hell and high water. She looks exhausted. And you guys hear Task as you're sitting there. Bjornsson shoots up from his chair. You hear a baby crying.
Mazel tov.
Does he cowboy walk into the room?
He gets up again, and Olga grabs him by the butt and makes him sit down. You guys outside also hear the baby as well.
Happy birthday!
God damn it!
The freaking birthday.
I do some more pantomiming, and I do with both of my hands. And make like an inquisitive The Rock eyebrow raise. I make the shape of the male and female symbols with both of my hands, and I go,
She looks.
For clarification, I'm trying to ask if it's a boy or a girl.
Shit, I need to roll for that, actually.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Let me grab my dice.
Character generation, folks, right here, right now, live.
Newest member of the Unexpectables just got born.
All right, if it's an 11 or higher, it'll be a girl. If it's beneath 10, it'll be a boy. It's a boy.
Yay!
How much of a man is he? Is it a nat 1, baby?
No, it's not a nat 1, baby. It's a 6.
He just comes out with a
baby.
beard. Motor, I am ready to be.
Oh my god.
Alright. Oh fuck.
Greckles, eventually Frelda brings the baby to you. And she points to the warm water. And then points to the baby and points to the cloth and hands you the baby, which is just crying. It's wailing. It's got
it's
grossness on it.
It's fine.
Yeah. And as she hands you the baby, she goes over to Frelda and immediately tends to her. You see healing spells. You see all kinds of things being used on the mother, who is like talking to Frelda in whispered tones, like, "Oh, thank you. Like, you don't really know. You can only really assume."
I'm taking it. She wants me to try and get the baby a little bit cleaned up.
Yeah. That's what the water's
there we go.
for.
Yeah, there we go.
And you're able to, you find a way to bundle the baby as well. And do you give it to the mother?
Well, yeah. No, it's my
No,
baby.
It's my kid now.
It's
by
my
the way.
baby
No, we
now.
kidnap it.
The ultimate rogue.
I sleight of hand for the baby.
Just pocket the kid.
Can I please roll that just out of character? 'Cause
Sure.
I'm so curious.
Sure.
Remember, this is plus
Greco's
5.
If this worked.
Okay, it would only been a 15.
It's hard to pocket a baby. They make too much noise. And...
Put it in the bag.
Put it in the bag.
Put in the bag.
You could be Tom. You could be.
A sentence I never thought I would have to say. It's hard to pocket a baby.
Sorry, your baby vanished. I don't know.
Oh man, must have been the Fae.
Where'd it go? It just disappeared.
You walk over. You hand Sidra her baby, and she holds it. And Frelda, like, she's exhausted too. She sits down and she gives you guys the okay. You guys could go. Like, you guys are free.
Okay, so I'm sorry to bring up this tender moment, but Greco's just like pulls up the kid, like waves his hand and goes away and pulls out a card. Is this your card?
I take an apple or a grapefruit and just kind of wrap it up in the cloth.
You put the
Here
baby
you go.
behind. You put the baby behind your head and pull back a cord.
You do the removing the finger trick, but you take the baby's head off.
Oh my god.
Oh god damn it. Where's Borky when I need him?
All right, Grippos, no, be passing back. We will not kill any children.
As you two leave, at this point, Bjornsson has made his way to the door and goes into the room to see his wife and his new child. And Frelda actually does follow you out, seeing that her brother wants to spend some time with his wife. And you all walk out looking exhausted and terrible. But there is a crying child next door, and that is good. Olga stands up, and Frelda goes to give her back the staff, and Olga just pushes the staff right back to her. And goes up the loft, appearing to go to bed.
Cool.
Probate's got the right idea. Episode title: It's hard to pocket a baby.
I'm already thinking it might need to be.
Yeah.
So you guys you see as Panic and Greckles come out. Panic, you did get your jacket back as well.
Hooray.
You have
I
that.
pressed it into
Hooray!
immediately.
You cleaned it off.
Yeah.
Dying.
Oh god.
So how did it go?
There is a baby.
I can tell. That is good. I did not know you were one with nature. Good job.
Yeah. I hold up my stein and I take another drink.
Greckles has an internal shifty eyes.
The ultimate crime. Could have been.
The ultimate crime. What could have been?
His name will be Crime Baby.
There's somewhere in Universe B, there is a baby inside a pocket.
God damn it. Crying. I hear crying baby, and all I think of is just a baby with a mask on saying, "Ah, I need a medic bag!"
Have
Should we take a quick break? Because I'm actually kind
Yeah.
of like dying.
Oh,
from
okay.
laughter.
Take
Yeah,
Quick
a
stay
break.
here, guys. I'm gonna grab some water.
Oh,
Okay.
I need water.
One sec. I need air. Oh my god.
I need to turn my fan on for a second. It's hot in here all of a sudden.
Chat gets it.
Thank you, Pakwa1312
So
for the
boss.
1,000 bits, and Probate for the 1,000 bits as well. Guys, thank you so much for swinging by here to the Unexpectables. This is freaking hilarious. Nadine, I hope we haven't ruined the tension of the scene you were building towards.
No, that was funnier. That was funny. I was actually honestly scared for Zito for a minute. Like, is he gonna pass out?
But how can we ruin it?
Oh man.
I just can't stop imagining the baby's name. Just doing the Greckles, just doing that teeth smile with the teeth while he's doing it.
A baby that just has all of its teeth.
Oh my god. But guys, I hope you guys are enjoying the Unexpectables. Thank you so much for the bits being dropped during the stream so far. Like, you guys have been super kind. So yeah, this has been fun so far, and I love stuff like this. Oh, Sadie88, thank you so much for that 3,000 bits. It's 5 a.m. I was doubting if I wanted to stay up this long, but damn if I'm not, glad I did. Thank you so much, Sadie88, for the 3,000 bits.
More chocolate.
More chocolate.
I was half expecting Greckles to be shocked that it wasn't an egg.
Greckles, okay.
You would know.
Greckles
know.
has been around.
Ooh.
No,
Eric Zahn, thank you for the 300 bits.
Right.
S19, thank you for the 1,000. To Monty and Zito, for what would a conversation between Gammy and Ty be like? Oh my goodness, Gammy and Ty. That'd be healthy. Come on, great. Thank you for the 400 bits. Are we all good to go?
I think Zito's
Zito
still
died.
missing.
He actually passed out on the way to the bathroom. He's gone now.
Oh no, she was dead.
Gino Kaze, 1,000 bits. This is baby, one with pocket. Donkey Cake, thank you for the 100 bits. Title idea: the unexpected ads. Gammy and Ty sounds like a
Boy.
Chuck Jones cartoon.
Like it's really interesting. I don't think there is a fight you could whip up, Monty, that wasn't more like stressful than that.
Yeah, childbirth is probably one of the most stressful things
Childbirth
in the world.
in combat. Let's do it.
And
No.
that is why Aki and I are not having kids. Well,
Oh no, I don't want kids either. It's
someone's
terrifying.
giving birth inside. It's inside the sweet dragon, and then Tiango busts in. It's like this is it, guys.
No. No, Tiango looks at the situation and the screaming woman and the baby coming out, and he just slowly backs out.
And the music is quieter. Tango saying no, Tango.
I'm back. I had to get cough drops.
Okay.
My throat.
Dear Lord. You guys ready to go? Do we have Snake here too?
Oh, Snake.
Do we?
Snake is still AFK for a quick sec. Honesty, thank you for the 100 bits, and I believe someone else dropped 100 bits. Oh, Demon 0x, thank you so much. As well, guys. We appreciate all the support here. Oh,
I am
SF Code, thank you
returned.
for the 400 bits. All right.
All right, Snake is back. I will say, for the sake of brevity, Halfdan, Borky, you and the orcs come in. The kids are completely exhausted playing their game. They actually got bored of it and actually began to play what looked like some sort of like tag
How
variant.
could you get bored with Catch the Cripples? Like, I'm stunned. Children these days.
The sons of the North will die this day.
Halfdan and the two orcs, Ulgrush and Bulgrush, they hook you guys up with a place to sleep. There's not really separate rooms for the men. Like it seems like it's like the women sleep in one space, the men sleep in the other. So that you guys get set up with some furs, some bear fur, some wolf furs, and it's toasty, it's warm. And you guys go to sleep for the night. You do hear Halfdan take some furs down to that room where Sidra gave birth, obviously to give something to them to sleep with. And the kids come up and go to respective sleeping areas as well. You guys get your full night's rest. You panic. The moment you hit those furs, you're gone. You're done. Task, you're good. Greckles, you're a little exhausted as well. Borky, you're fairly exhausted.
Yep.
And you guys sleep.
Yep.
Final Fantasy
Yay.
sleep sound effect. Da, 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 da.
You wake up the next morning and you smell food.
Can Borky, real quickly, before anything, can Borky find Bulgrush and Ugrush real fast out in the morning?
Before sleeping or first,
First
thing in the morning?
morning.
Dude, they're sleeping right next to you. dude.
Wakes him up. Hey guys, we should.
Yeah.
Hey, no, wake up.
Borky just kind of like wake up, pokes them both on the head.
Task slaps his hand and gets up.
Right.
What?
What is it, Green Brother?
It's time to do that thing I told you about at dinner last night.
Oh yeah.
So,
And either Bulgrush or Ogrush smacks the other twin. You don't know who's who. You've given up at this point.
Are we awake when this happens?
no.
I assume not. For Panic and you, Greckles, you two are out.
So let me get this straight. Borky is consciously about to do the morning ritual with a newborn baby in the house.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
and you said am I possibly awake?
You're awake, yeah, because you didn't, feel it.
Task like lays like like when you wake up and you're just groggy as shit, you're like slouched over. Task like shambles his way next to Borky, like knocks on his leg for a second.
What?
Borky, can I make a suggestion?
You want to join in?
Well, no, I want to ask you. Listen. A kid was just born yesterday. You might want to do this out in the woods. Think of all the animals that could hear this.
Better yet, brother, we could take you on boat to get home, and you can do it on our boat in the middle of the ocean.
Don't you want to scream at the sea, Borky? See if it screams
Stupid
back.
sea.
Okay.
It has crabs, Borky, and you know how much you like crabs.
Borky's like, fine.
It's a good point, Tice. but you
have
have to join me.
Oh my god. I half expected this to be a Ren and Stimpy moment where Ren is just like completely dead-faced, sleeping, going over, knocking on the leg, and just like slapping him in the face with a big exasperated hand. You idiot!
But you have to join me, Task. That's the deal. With me and Ogrush and Bulgrush.
Tash just waddles back
No.
to bed.
Borky grabs it by the head.
Respond. This is a
Borky just grabs him by the hand.
I'm serious. You gotta join in, Task.
Whatever.
Is that I committed whatever out of character?
Insight.
I want an insight.
Do I gotta roll
13.
deception?
Roll deception, yeah.
Oh, piss.
Aw.
Well, all right. I guess I'm fucking in this. I
Yes,
guess.
you are. I can't wait, Task.
And Borky kind of like pushes him back to bed.
Oh, God. At this point, Panic, you wake up and your head feels like it's been split open.
Good. Fight through the pain. Make my liver grow.
Greckles, you wake up. Not hungover, but a little tired.
Oh, yeah.
You think that's bad? Wait till you actually have to do the contest.
What do we smell? Or rather, what do I smell, by the way?
It smells like bacon?
Ooh. The best hangover cure.
Yeah.
Breakfast.
No, bacon legit is like one of the best hangover cures.
Oh, sweet.
I need something greasy and full of starch.
Well,
Greckles kind of puts an arm under him to try and help him get downstairs.
Why would you want Sir Strong's mustache?
Yeah. Did anyone get it?
Hey, that is an insult to our friend, Mister.
I thought the grease makes it stylish.
Yeah, good morning, my friends. And Half Dan waves to you as you guys come down the loft.
good morning.
Congratulations on the Babu.
Oh, it's not Half
No,
Dan's
just
Babu. It is
I'm not in general.
Oh, yes, our clan grows bigger this day. Is good, but they are still resting, and this is for good reason.
Can't imagine the first night's gonna be all that good.
No, there will be lots of crying, but there is many who can take care of Babby.
What?
Did anyone decide on trying to think of a name for it?
Yes, they have come up with name. His name will be... Sorry, let me find the baby's name.
Just look around like, damn it, Zeno!
No, I have a baby's name.
Okay.
His name will be Loken.
Loken?
Loken.
What does it mean?
Loken means one who is clever.
All right.
Rad.
You see, me simply being there automatically made the baby more clever.
This actually was Frelda's idea because she thought because of your enchantment, baby might be more like you, as in sly and able to. Well, I have to and will stop speaking now. Bacon.
Oh yes, please.
They serve you like pieces of bacon and a few eggs, and some leftover fish, dried meats, things like that, and some very tough bread. But it's food and it sits well.
Monty, why is it
Mhm.
every time we have a meal in game, you just make me
it's
hungry?
like-
When it comes to the harvest vessel, you got a big storm coming.
No, this isn't fair. I want bacon now, and my poor wife is sick. She can't cook.
Oh,
It's okay.
Make it
Yeah.
yourself.
yeah,
You're
make your own
no
bacon.
fucking bacon.
You selfish bastard.
I can try.
It's real fucking easy.
You guys eat. Eventually, groggily, Bjornsson makes his way out of the room, and Halfdan speaks to him in common. He's like, "How is baby?" And Bjornsson's like, "Sleeping is good. He's good. Wife is tired, so tired." And Halfdan goes, "Do not worry, friend. I'll deal with outsiders. You stay with wife." And they both like grab each other's shoulders, give kind of a manly squeeze, and he grabs like a big thing of bacon and leaves and goes back into the room.
Nice.
Frelda is currently cleaning up some stuff and just generally kind of working here and there. The staff is on her back. And Grandma's sitting and rocking on a chair. She's just content. She's retired now.
Finally, I can die!
Can she come home with us and live with us?
Can she be our
Screw
druid?
screw pocket babies. I want a pocket gammy.
She's
Wait,
sitting
let me-
and rocking on her chair.
Let me make the attempt. I'm curious. I'm just super curious if I could technically get away with it. No, another 15. God damn, I'm blowing roll thieves tonight.
Are you trying to steal Grandma?
Yeah.
Pocket grandma!
I try to pocket grandma.
You poke Grandma in the knee, and she looks up at you and gives you this like very suspicious grandma look.
So,
Which
You're
fills-
rife with sin!
I do that.
No,
I
that's
do
me.
That, I do that Looney Tunes like nervous grin, tip the hat, and just slowly shift off
Milady.
screen. Milady.
It has been good that you've been with us, but it is time for you to go home. Your bear meat will go bad soon. So,
Yes, we gotta get this to our chef ASAP.
Yeah.
Ogresh and Bulgresh are willing to boat you home.
I'm
from
so
ocean.
excited for this boat trip. Last time I was,
Task kind of tenses up at that, like, oh, really? Huh.
the last time I was on a boat, I got thrown off the boat. So it'd be nice to get dropped off properly this time.
I've never been on a boat.
Then how'd you
How'd
get
you
to
down?
Alabas?
It's really easy.
Oh, I thought it was attached. I apologize. So
Task, it's simple. You just sit.
It's really not hard.
Come
fair
now,
enough. Fair enough. I didn't know Alavast was broken off from like water to the north, so I will redact that.
It's actually from the east. It's water from the east.
All right. I'll redact that. Whatever.
Halfdan goes up to you, Task, and goes and puts he engulfs your shoulder and goes, "My friend Tarisk of the Red Clan, you have done man trial. You can conquer much. You must set mind to it, though, my friend."
Well, if I If I can boost my ego with the vision I had when I was up there, then by God, that sounds like a good idea.
Afghan will miss all of you.
Oh.
You have been good, refreshing change. We don't get travelers much as Northlanders. Is new thing that happens when we've come here.
If I have free time, I actually wouldn't mind coming down here for hunts just for fun.
Well, hunts are over for this season. Now it is winter. We must wait and, anticipate next hunting season. But we will be at Harvest Festival, so we will say hello.
Look for the Sweet Dragon.
Why is the dragon sweet?
It's an inn.
In what?
It's a place to drink and sleep.
Place to drink. It's like a house.
It is like a house, but you get to live there for a few days when you're in someplace new.
I see. It's like visiting other leader of clan, and you stay.
Something
Halfdan
like
will
that,
figure
yes.
this out. Yeah, Halfdan will figure this out.
Don't worry. We're the leaders of that place, so don't worry about it.
Borky, do you have our business cards?
Right here, and Borky just hands a piece of paper with just a line written on it. There you are. Always come prepared, everybody.
I was hoping you would roll with that bit.
And Frelda, will you take them to? And Frelda just walks past him and out the door, and kind of gives a gesture for you guys to follow.
Halfdan, one more thing.
Yes.
Before I go, and I pull him aside.
Yes.
I make sure we're alone before I do this.
One who is with goat. What is that one?
You are one of the only people who know of my past and how hard it is for me. And you share that with me. So I want to give you one last gift before I go.
Mm.
And I pull out my disguise kit. And I'm going to go like 300 on his abs and his muscles and shit. Just like spray painted to make him more I'm trying to make this guy look as sexy as possible.
And so it had begun by taking the Northlander with the
rocking sweet abs.
Roll disguise kit.
So saith the gods, you could grind meat on those things.
Luckily, they had an abundance of bear meat.
21.
21. Okay. You done this, and he's like, one who is with goat, I appreciate, but I mean, Halfdan is not half decent looking. Oh, careful where you put that. His issue is not of that of handsomeness. Oh, it's cold. But rather that of character. I do.
Trust
look good,
me.
though.
The character will come later. Once you just need to get her to talk to you honestly.
Okay.
I just helped you out from this coming from a man who uses his handsomeness to get everywhere in life.
So you are like Faye.
Aha!
I give him a wink.
Now the rubber band's on the other claw.
I am going to roll a charisma check for Halfdan. Let me grab the sheet. With advantage because of your disguise. And I'm going to roll for Frelda. As Frelda's kind of calling, like, let's go. You step out with Halfdan, who, like, flexes his muscles, puts both like, hands on his hips, and flexes his muscles. Oh, he's a pretty disheveled man. But... Okay, not bad, Halfdan. What does Frelda think? Okay. Halfdan, like, leans up against the door frame, and Frelda kind of looks. She stares for a little bit, and then breathes and just leaves the door. And then he smacks her like, "Did you see that? Did you see that?"
I did.
She looked at me. She looked at me, and it was not with face of disgust or like she was about to throw up or to kill me.
And you have taken your first step. It's all up to you from here.
Oh, thank you, one who is with goat, and he grabs you, and you are just engulfed in this man's chest. It is hard to breathe. You are a good friend. I will miss you. Like,
I miss you too, Halfdan.
Oh, I think he squeezes you. Roll Constitution save.
I'm gonna be half panic.
Imagine your eyes are popping out of your head.
Roll Roll a
18.
Constitution. 18. Okay, you're fearing for your ribs for a bit, and he squeezes you, and as he does, Bjornsson also walks out, and he kind of dusts himself off and goes, "Thank you for everything you have done. Whenever you're back here, you are brother to our clan.
Well,
You
thank
take
you.
care."
You as well. Task like holds his arm out for him to put his hand down as well.
Have to. Sorry, I keep name. Bjornsson reaches down, grabs your hand.
Yep, grabs his hand, and then after that's done, Task then grabs him by like the inside of where his arm is, like the kobold salute.
Mm.
That's the salute of my people. Thought I'd just pass that on to you. Thank you for your time.
He's gonna roll a strength check on you to do something funny.
Fuck's sake.
He grabs your forearm and just lifts you off the ground, dangles you a little bit, and puts you back down and laughs.
Money.
I hope to
deserve
see
that.
again the red scale.
You as well.
Yep.
Money, I am going to DM you something. It is not going to be offensive to our party or our host or anything like that, but just in case, okay?
Okay.
This is me.
So y'all keep going. I'm going to type this out really quick.
As you
I'll-
finish that, Bjornsson looks up to Halfdan and goes, "Halfdan, you're looking very good." And
Also,
Halfdan's like, "Mm."
I have a quick question.
Mhm.
I assume Tarisk was sleeping this whole time.
"Oh yeah, Tarisk's been hanging out the entire time."
Task like whistles for Tarisk to follow.
Tarisk follows. He gets up. It appears that he's eaten many fish. It's funny because for the entire like screaming escapade, he was just sitting there with a blank expression on his face as chaos was going on around
Borky
him.
goes up to Halfdan.
Halfdan.
Yes.
Borky holds out his hand for a handshake.
He takes it and gives you a
Pretty
firm
much like the
handshake.
world's strongest handshake, like Hulk Hogan, the Macho Man shake, the Macho Man
Oh, yeah.
shaking Hulk Hogan's hand.
Ooh. I was
I swear to God, Gaijin, if you want to steal this baby.
Oh no! I'm Greckles is a little preoccupied at the moment.
But Borky's like,
In fact, I'm gonna do a quick stealth check to try and just disappear while people are distracted.
All right.
To get outside.
Borky like and just goes,
It was great meeting you. You're a hell of a fighter. Any other time you ever want to help for, I'd love to come back, This was great. Kind of like, reminded me a bit of home.
Aww.
Just a little
Sorry.
bit.
oh, I thought,
Well, anytime you are welcome back. You are like family now. You helped deliver a child.
Yeah, I did do a lot during that. I really did.
and
you distract.
Borky chest bumps him,
All
and then Borky walks off.
right. You guys head out with Frelda then?
Yeah, so I guess there's only the four of us, there's only the three of us, including Tarisk. Where's Greckles?
You don't know.
Because he's got to get on a boat too, and it's going to be hard for him to fucking hide on a little boat.
Says you.
Would you be walking, or you said you stealth? You're just walking towards the beach.
I would be walking away from literally everyone because this is a super private thing.
Okay.
All right.
You do see Greckles walking out. Like, as you leave, you do see Greckles heading towards the tree line.
But not really paying attention. Like,
he's not paying attention. He's just walking down the tree line.
Is it the same? Is it the same direction we're going?
Yeah.
Okay, then I don't give a shit.
It's towards the shore.
Then let him do his thing.
Yeah. You guys follow him?
Sure.
Okay. His head's down. He's not saying anything. Roll a sleight of hand for me.
Oh, from me?
Yeah, for that other thing that you were doing.
25. Good luck.
It disappears. You guys can roll a perception check if you want.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's happening right now, so.
A 10, so not for me.
15. Not for me.
5.
Oh, sadness.
Man, you made that guy's abs look so good. Damn. You have a hidden talent, my friend.
You got to remember that for next time.
Fucking, I am the best.
I'm reminded of the Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where they have to oil up all the working out guys, and Panic's just like, no, we have to oil them all up for their bods.
You guys eventually make your way. I'm gonna say for the sake of brevity, you guys get on the boat. It's a very large boat.
Do we have the meat?
You have the meat. Yeah,
Good,
you have it in a
good,
bundle.
good.
You have everything that belongs to you, and you have your ceremonial knife.
Nice.
And you guys make your way into the boat. The 2 orcs, acting as the oarmen, kick you guys off the beach. It's actually the same beach where you saw Frelda for the first time. You even see her crab pot now bobbing in the water. And you guys cast off, and it laps over the waves. I want you to roll a wisdom saving throw, Taz.
What?
Because it's your first time being on such a small craft.
Okay.
In the water. You've been on big ships, but you've not been on something that's small.
Wait,
Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
15.
This isn't so bad. This is nice.
Wait, are we at the water's edge?
You guys are on the boat now.
Oh, screw that. I put my hood up and I jump in and I just splash around, jumping around, breaching
You're like
a
a dolphin?
Yes,
Yeah!
I'm dolphining right now. No. What I want to do, I want to use this as an opportunity to stealth, but also to see ahead and down to make sure we're not getting snuck up by a predator or a monster or anything like that.
Okay. The water's really murky. It's not clear, crystal, like tropical-ish kind of waters you're used to. It's also cold. You are cold and cold and cold. I actually need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh, saving throw.
Yeah.
Ooh, that is a 5.
You a couple times you get back into the boat because you are shivering. It is icy, especially if you go deeper. It's even colder. And the orcs turn as you're kind of taking a break from your swimming. You're scouting. The orcs turn and they go Cravon, Polo Kodo.
Yeah.
Peace.
Cravon, yeah.
They laugh and they go. In orc they go. Your bird friend. He acts like a fish.
Yeah, he does act pretty fishy sometimes. But Orky wasn't kidding. He does act fishy a lot of the times, really.
when Greckles comes out of the water, he's gonna look just like shivering, just slow, like the shaking head of back and forth, but slowly turning over to panic, as if to convey like, I'm wet, please help.
I cast Prestidigitation on him. And I dry him off.
As he flicks his hand to cast a spell, almost like the water's flicked off as well, it all sprays off your back into the ocean.
Cool.
And he floofs up. Something for the audience.
He poofs. Like a dog in a hairdryer.
Can Borky talk to the orcs in orc real fast?
Sure.
Hey, Bogrush, Ugrush.
They both turn in unison.
Oh, that's creepy.
It's a little creepy.
Still don't know which one's Ugrush and which one's Bulgrush. It's still confusing me. So he's saying it in Orcish so no one else can really understand it.
Yep.
They don't know this, because they hate oaks, but he spent a last night with you. Probably one of the best experiences I ever had with fellow oaks. I want to thank you both from the bottom of my heart.
Same for us, green friend.
He's-
When we were a child, we reached adulthood. We were supposed to be sacrificed for being twins to an orc god.
Oh, God. That's,
Didn't take too
no,
kindly to that.
I
so
don't
we
blame
left.
you. You know, sometimes you just gotta leave. That's all you can do.
Let's do your
Nice.
morning thing, you
Yes,
said. Let's do it now.
Yes, indeed.
Am I still hungover at this point?
Yeah, oh yeah, you are. The rocking of the boat is making it so much worse.
No.
All right, Tyson, we're gonna do the thing, and you said yes, so you have to do it with us.
No.
No, I know. Don't worry. We're gonna get to it real fast, yeah. Don't worry, man.
No.
Bulgrush and Olgrush stand up on the boat, and it's beginning to rock back and forth a bit.
Oh,
No.
God, I jump back in the water.
You jump back in. You're met with bubbles in the frigid cold water.
Where's Tass standing?
He's not standing, but he's at attention.
Lowering my audio.
It's time to get okay.
To get okay.
I pull the corks out of 2 of my bottles and shove them in my ears.
It's time to get bulky.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a I'm gonna roll a performance check to pretend like I'm pantomiming with this, so when they scream, it looks like I'm doing it.
Okay.
12.
Ah!
I just see all the fish scatter.
Yeah, they do. And you even see like reverberation on the surface of the water, like a bass like stereo, like blasting out
During
over the
the yell,
ocean.
does Panic's eyes get more and more bloodshot?
Yes, Panic. Despite your best defenses, the quirks do not do very well for you. Your head is pulsing and pounding.
Borky hugs both of the orcs.
Okay,
I'm gonna have Task like put his finger to the temple of Panic and cast healing and cast what the fuck is it called? I keep losing the ability's name and I hate it. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
You see Greckles come just iced over in water come out just worth it.
Oh, Greckles, you missed out on the roll. It's okay. You'll get it tomorrow.
Also, Austin, I apologize for the funky audio.
You go and you feel as Task's hand kind of touches you. You do heal him. It doesn't affect the hangover though.
With my thumb and forefinger, I pinch Task's finger. I pull it slowly away, and I whisper, "Don't touch me. Do not say a fucking word. Keep them quiet."
Let's
go with the finger.
Borky begins singing an orcish sailing jaunty.
Yeah, so do the other orcs. They join in too, and they're swinging the ship side to side as it coasts towards Alavath.
Panic just says, "Hey," and he's gonna his eyes are all bloodshot and shit. He's gonna actually like thaumaturgy on his eyes to make them turn slowly red as he just death glares these three orcs.
Roll intimidation. Whoa.
19.
Okay. Oh, that's a natural one for Bullgrush.
He jumps in the water. He flees the boat.
They're singing their song. I'm homeward bound and my vessel is reeling. All right. They said they stop and they just slowly keep paddling, like nervously looking towards you, Panic.
Borky lightly just pats him on the shoulder. Tap tap.
Eventually, you guys are led back to kind of the beginning of the beach where you guys started your way back to the Northlanders. And I hear clicking.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't sure that was something. But eventually they dock this canoe like ship on the coast, and they help you guys off, and they hand you Task your bundle of bear meat.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh, and they cast off and begin to wave as they set back towards home.
Borky just keeps staring at them as they're leaving.
They wave with their whole arms swinging, and you see Bullgrush waving with both arms, and then he stumbles and almost falls, and then Bullgrush grabs him and pulls him back up, and they start laughing again.
So,
like, idiot, you almost fell off.
And okay, sorry.
Greckles, do you want to do some sort of amazing emergence with your manta ray cloak?
Oh, I didn't know if I could get back in the water, but heck yeah, I do. Let me roll an acrobatics check because I want to breach out of the water, front flip, and 3-point land on the beach.
Pizzazz.
All right.
18.
You swiggle your body with a dolphin kick. You launch out of the air like a flying fish. You do the front flip, and boom, land in the sand. Aced it.
First try.
Task holds up a card that says 6.
Borky holds up
Salty
Borky holds up
bitch.
a squiggly line card.
For all you know, that could have been a 10.
It wasn't, though.
But,
Since we get back into reality now, character Task has this really genuine big smile on his face, holding the bear meat package. Turns on heel, looking towards Alavast. Well, let's not waste time. I want to get this to tie quickly.
Borky.
All right.
Borky
You guys.
Borky actually doesn't leave yet. Borky's still watching the orc sail away. Borky's not moving.
Okay.
Hey!
You hear Task yell at you.
Task, I think he's having a moment.
Very well. As long as he finds his way back.
I guess he'll find his way. I'm gonna try and shoot. Is there a true? Oh wait, we gotta walk to the beach back before we get into the woods, isn't it?
You guys ran back to the city. You're now like next to the city.
We
where
can see
the
the city in the distance.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
you're
my
right
bad.
there. You just have like maybe a 15-minute walk to get back.
All right, let him have
Okay.
his moment. Task is going home now.
All right, you take off running with your bundle.
Yeah, like let's go.
Tarisk chases after you.
Walk it off.
It's just rolling.
I get an arm under Panic and try to help him hop home.
I hate this. This is the worst trip ever.
We're almost home. Calm down.
I am
Just-
calm.
Just remember the romantion and the good time we had.
Eventually, Borky, the orcs are out of sight.
Borky sighs, then turns around to see no one's gone. Oh, come on!
You guys, Task, you're the first one back to the Sweet Dragon. You make your way through the crowds. And people are like getting out of your way. They see you like just running with so much gusto. They're like, "Whoa, okay."
Why do I fucking see this now as Charlie in the Chocolate Factory right through the street with the golden ticket?
He's
Yeah,
got a bunch
kind of.
of bear.
I got the golden
He's
bear
got a bunch
meat.
of bear meat.
Bear meat.
You run and you immediately make it to the front of the Sweet Dragon. You see Vel there and you see Loostrog there. And like Vel turns and goes, "Oh, hi, welcome back."
Thank you. We're gonna be eating good. Task shows the package and like pats it and then goes inside.
All right, you run on inside and open the door, and everything's pretty much normal. Helga, at this point, it's probably maybe like 9-10 o'clock.
Morning?
Yeah. Actually, no, it wouldn't be because how long would the boat ride take you? It's an 8-hour walk, but they're pretty fast. Actually, it'd be more like 10, 11,
Oh, okay.
like lunchtime maybe. And you see Helga currently eating a lunch, and you see Willow as well sitting down eating lunch. Meryl is eating lunch, and she has someone sitting next to her, a younger girl with white hair. You only see the back of her, and they're eating lunch. And then you see Ty Borpington come out, and he gives lunch to Ben and Big Guy from across the street. And he comes out with 2 things of food and places it in front of Ben, who's like, "Oh, thank you," and places it in front of Big Guy, who's just like, "Thank you." And Ty just scuttles towards his kitchen and goes, "Oh, Task, hello."
Task smiles. Good afternoon to you too, and presents him with the package.
"Oh, excellent. I got the perfect container to soak that in."
I cannot wait to have what you make.
"Oh, well, this is," he opens the bag. Oh, these are great cuts, Task. Look at this. Oh, it must be a master butcher who you got this from. Look at how clean the meat is. Oh,
Well, I mean, it was me and one of the Northlanders who cut it.
oh, excellent. Well done. No bear fat though.
Unfortunately, no. That was part of the deal. We could only get the.
That's fine. I can find a substitution. That's good. He grabs the bundle. Do you give it to him?
Yep, give it to him.
Okay. Oh, I need onions and honey, and he kicks through the door and he disappears into his kitchen and he's listing off ingredients and they all sound very good.
I am far than certain that anyone who looks at Task who works at this establishment is just like, he is oddly chipper. Like, this is not the same Task that they work with every day.
Meryl actually approaches you with this other girl who she has
Wait.
with her.
Do you mean Ty?
No, Task
Okay,
is
okay,
cheaper.
okay. Sorry, I misheard. Sorry.
Meryl actually notices this and walks up to you, and there's another girl about her age next to her, with just white hair, and her eyes are pink. And Meryl walks up and goes, "Oh, hi, Task."
Ah, good afternoon to you. Who's this? Tass looks over to the new girl.
Oh, this is one of my classmates, Cynthia. I hate to be rude. Is Greckles around?
Ah, he should be following in. I was very eager to bring the package home. They should be coming in just about now. Looks to the door.
And you guys all make your way back. Panic and Greckles, you guys are in next. Borky, you're still
Alright,
making your way home.
All right, Panic, go to bed. Just go to bed.
Don't knock on my door. I will kill you.
I believe that threat. Go ahead.
As you make your way, Willow looks up from lunch. Goes, "Oh, Mr. Panic! Oh my goodness,
Oh,
you look awful."
Yeah. Didn't have a very good trip. Wildlife excursions aren't really my forte. How have you been doing?
I'm working on your potions. It's only been a day or so. I'm so sorry. I wish I could help you.
It's okay. I just need some sleep.
Think of this as training for your competition.
That's what I was doing.
Oh, you're entering a Oh, right. Yes, you're entering a competition. I feel so sorry. I'm so sorry. I wish Doros was here. He could probably help you.
No, it's fine. I just need some sleep.
Okay, I'll be quiet for you.
Thank you.
Okay, good night. She goes to pat you. She's like, "No, let's not touch." And,
Trips on the stairs going up and just lays there and falls asleep.
Aw. Meryl kind of turns and sees Greckles. Oh, excellent. It's nice to see you again, Task. Cynthia, this is Greckles, and Greckles, as you walk in, you see Meryl bring this really strange-looking girl up to you, and she bows, like does an actual 90-degree angle bow to you.
And Greckles Greckles does a 45 because 90 is a little intense for this.
And Meryl just kind of points her friend towards you, and the other girl goes, Ohio? Ohio?
俺の話? I'm sorry, you spooked me. I didn't realize you spoke Dorian.
Meryl, you said he didn't speak common. You're not. And Meryl starts laughing, like, haha, I tricked you. Oh, you're terrible.
A-tier jape.
I'm sorry.
jape.
My name's Cynthia. It's nice to meet you. I need to do a report on the Eastern Isles, and Meryl told me you're from there. I was wondering if I could ask some questions.
I suppose I have time. There's not much going on until the festival.
She low-key turns and does an arm pump, goes, yes. Okay. I have a few questions for my report. And she turns to Meryl, and Meryl just kind of gives her a thumbs up. She's like, I'll leave you two to it. I got to clean anyway. And Meryl grabs a broom and walks away. Could we sit over there?
I don't see why not.
Okay. Excellent. And she lays down all her pens and tools. At this point, Borky, you've made your way back home.
So on Louis Strong, how's the third day of work going?
Why do you feel the need to talk to me every time you see me?
Holy shit, dude!
Wow, salty.
Chill the fuck out!
Borky's taken aback by this.
I'm just your guard, am I not?
I mean, you are, but in the end, you're hanging out with us. Might as well try to be friends. You can never have too many friends, right?
There's a moment where you hear a deep breath.
Maybe.
So, how was...
Ooh, shit.
So, how was your second day?
Borky stops and just kind of just leans up against the door on the entrance in. So,
How was your second day?
Quiet.
Yeah, ain't that bad.
A few drow came to ask for directions, and I helped them.
That was nice of you. How many drow?
I can... 2. Man, woman, they only knew Undercommon.
Oh, do you know how to speak that?
Yes.
And then he says in Orcish,
I know how to speak many languages.
Borky is completely surprised by that. Borky says in Orcish back. Sorry, I'm actually that just took me off guard. You completely disarmed me. You completely disarmed me with that. All right.
Oh. Well, don't be nervous. Just be chill. Things will work out okay.
I'm not nervous.
If you feel like getting food, come on inside and get food. If you feel like you don't worry about it. And if you want to bug Vale about anything, I'm sure she'd love to chat. Ain't that right, Val?
yeah, it'd be nice to be refreshing, actually.
She's a
But,
really tough fighter. Lots of combat experience. Me and her fought in a pit one time. Ain't that right, Val?
It was a close fight. Well, kind of. At least I was the one
No,
who did
you-
the best. And she kind of like shrugs
No,
her
you
shoulders
did.
a bit.
That's the thing. Yeah, you gotta have a rematch.
Oh, yeah, we do. No fight pits at the Harvest Festival, though, but maybe at Hoketh's Harrowing.
Borky looks through the window and does Borky look through the window and see Helga?
Yeah, Helga's there and she's cleaning a glass and she's kind of ordering Meryl like to
Borky
clean certain
says,
things.
That's good. That's good that there's no fight pit.
I thought you liked fight pits,
you know,
big guy.
sometimes something happens.
Don't worry, Borky. We're gonna build one
Oh,
right
you'll be
here.
so close to it all the time. But Borky looks at Louis' dog. How about you? Maybe you and me should have a fight sometime.
And Borky,
I would.
Borky,
sorry, what do you say?
Borky
What'd
lightly
you-
just like punches him in the shoulder, just like a light, just like a, boop, like a orcish boop.
Oh Jesus.
I'm gonna see how he responds to that.
Oh fuck.
Slow turn, eyes glow red.
I'll see you later. Faces
Slowly, he turns and looks up at you and goes,
I only fight when I need to.
Borky just,
And I need to do it too much.
he says he needs to do it too much.
yeah.
You do. Why do you need to fight too much? Something about.
He just turns and looks forward.
Ooh.
Okay then.
Borky just shrugs it off and boops him again and walks through.
Oh my fucking. This is gonna be a tough nut to
Yep.
crack.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
My God, gentlemen, we're slowly turning into a freaking psych ward.
Hooray! All right, Borky walks in and just goes, and Borky just like looks for Tubbs. Is Tubbs there?
Tubbs is not there.
Helga, what happened
no.
to Tubbs?
Willow took into room. Oh, yes, I did. I put him in a nice safe box, and I hope that's okay. I actually kind of wanted to study him. I should have asked.
No,
I really should
whatever you're
have.
doing, if we could make more tubs, the world would be a richer
No.
place.
Oh God, no, Morky,
I'm
that's
just
terrible.
thinking hundreds. You know, I'm just thinking.
No,
I'm thinking.
no, no.
Now just imagine a shoebox with the fucking bird filling out of it.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
thinking.
Borky, I'm
I'm
trying to
thinking
help.
just a store that
No.
sells exclusive tubs.
No, Borky,
What?
Borky, Mr. Borky, please. I'm trying to cure your bird of whatever it is that's wrong with it. The poor thing can't
I
do
know, right?
anything.
But it's too. You
know.
think it's too small, right? Like me. It could be bigger.
Today we've learned that Borky has not only a bird fetish, but a thick bird fetish. Greckles is worried.
I'll go get
No,
him.
no,
Okay?
you keep him as long
Patsy.
as you need to. I'll swing by, give him a kiss in a bit.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Hey,
What's up?
Borky. Just remember. Why don't you go ahead and get prepped up and cleaned up? We got what is it? One more day until the opera?
More or less, yeah.
Borky just,
Yeah. Tomorrow's the
Oh
opera.
my god. I mean, like, I might. I mean,
Oh, Oh, you're going to the
Yeah,
opera?
yes.
Yes, he
yes,
is.
I am.
Oh, I'm so jealous. That was one of the dates I canceled with Doros. We actually got wing seats, you know, in the big canopy.
I love
at
getting
least
wings.
tall,
It's so delicious.
Oh, Mr. Borky, you're special.
How much are the tickets, by the by?
Oh well, I don't know. Doris bought them, but to get into the entertainment district, I think it's 1,000 gold pieces. But if you buy a ticket, it sometimes is cheaper
So-
depending. There's a few box offices in the crafting district that you could probably buy
No, quick
tickets
question.
from.
So you had to cancel the date, but he bought the tickets, right?
He gave them
Oh,
to
he
a
did.
friend.
Dang, I would have bought.
Yeah, I'm sorry. If I bought the tickets, I
No,
would
I
give
would
them
have bought
to
them
you.
back.
But
We would have
Yeah,
compensated you if that was the case.
oh well, I mean,
Well,
you
yeah.
know, no spoilers though.
No
Okay.
spoils. No spoils. This is a no spoil zone.
Yeah. No, I don't know if we'll be able to catch the show with him being so
No.
busy and all, but yeah, no. Well,
we
have
will.
fun.
We will. Thank you so much, Willow.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna go work on your potion. Take care. And she goes up the steps.
And
Opens the door.
when she goes away, Task waves Borky over.
Well, what's up? I know. I'm confused as you are. Why would you try to cure Tubbs? He's perfect.
So we're buying her and Doros tickets along with
Well,
ourselves, yes?
He can't go because he's busy.
Not for now,
Oh,
anyway.
good. I had an idea. What if we got them romancing tickets?
Borky just nodding.
That's on you. I'll allow you to do that. I want no
What?
part of
Just
that
a
one.
massage, Task.
Ah, well, then that's fair. Beyond the second floor, I would have had to bow out.
Yeah, I bowed out. Come on, man. But, yeah. What if we... Oh, you know...
So out of character. So Doros is too busy, so there's no way Doros can actually go. Doros and Willow could go to that.
You don't know if the opera. They can't go to the opera, but if you got tickets to the mansion, it's good for whenever. They don't expire.
No, that's fair. Then
Yeah,
we should do that.
definitely do
at
that.
least.
Okay, back in character.
But, yeah, I guess we should go to the office that sells boxes, and we should, buy some,
Borky starts blushing.
tickets for the opera or whatever. I don't know.
Do yourself a favor first. I'm going to do this as well. Clean up before we go. If we appear as though we're a little bit more highbrow, maybe we can actually get a discount.
Maybe.
Out of character. What? Okay.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Present ourselves. Just like, hey, dude, we're rich. Look at us. Look at these outfits. Look how
So what
fucking
you-
clean we are. You
so
want
what
to
you're
give us
saying,
tickets.
Task, is that we need really fancy hats. Yeah,
To some
no,
degree, yes,
really
Borky.
fancy. Fancy hats.
Borky strokes his chin and walks away.
Greckles, you're currently sitting down with this girl, and she's asking you a bunch of questions. What do you mainly eat every day in the Easter Isles?
Lot of fish.
Okay, she writes it down really quickly.
Sometimes chicken. It's hard to grow. It's hard to raise much livestock in such a mountainous, condensed area.
Oh, it's mountainous. She writes down more.
You could say it's about 80% mountainous.
Oh, wow, amazing. She writes down even more.
In fact, even though most of our diet consists of, well, a lot of rice, what the farmers will do is they'll cut into the sides of the mountain, just huge excavations, and just lay out layer upon layer like a staircase of just rice paddy after rice paddy after rice paddy.
I see. It optimizes the land. What is who is she's obviously looking at like a worksheet.
Mhm.
She's like looking through. Who did you work for in the Eastern Isles?
Greckles goes very pale.
Ooh.
Very, very uncomfortable. If birds could sweat, he would sweat.
I worked for a very wealthy landlord.
12. Oh wait, no, that's perception. Hang on. Deception. 6.
Oh no.
So you know the parrot, you know the gif of the parrot that runs away from the explosion behind him?
Yeah.
Just imagine that as Greckles now just like smoke bomb and then runs off.
I'm sorry. Am I making you uncomfortable?
Let's just say I kept different company.
Okay. I mean, I meant more. She points to herself. But I see. You know what? Landlord, and she writes it down.
Just a big sweat wipe.
How does getting married work in the Eastern Isles?
Well, it's fairly similar. There is a bride, there is a groom.
Mm.
They get in a a small open air. I'd hate to call it box, but a very small structure. There's lots of music.
Her
There
face
is
brightens at the mentioning of music. She's like, and she leans on the table.
there is a ring exchange. The bride wears pure white and a very large. It's actually quite spectacular.
Real fast, guy. Real fast.
You see,
You cut out Gaijin, so you have to jump back.
Okay, hang on. Okay, where'd I cut out? Because this is important.
White dress. Yeah, white dress and something.
a magnificent white dress, but also a very large, rounded headpiece. And I know that sounds strange, but it's actually quite.
And Greckles freezes. Especially considering what had happened prior. He stops. He completely shuts down, and you see a tear roll down his cheek.
Oh shit!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. And she like grabs your hand. I'm so sorry. Are you homesick? I'm homesick too a lot too. It's
all right. Just old memories.
I see.
It's all right. The groom though. The groom wears a large sort of overcoat with their family's symbol. Sometimes on the chest, sometimes on the back. Usually held in a, well, I guess traditionally in a shrine. It's a very solemn but very happy occasion.
Oh, I see.
I have a like I'm sorry, I actually felt a little uneasy about the idea. It's just like I'm writing this down, but we never got a reason why. Did she ever give the reason why she was writing this down? Nope. Okay, no. Task is gonna move in. Like this is no. I want an answer to. Like Task moves in, like holds his hand up. I don't mean to interrupt, but would you mind answering why it is you need this information?
Oh, I need it for school.
Can you give me a little bit more detail? What do they want to know?
We're supposed to do a report on a culture that is not Alavastian, and she lifts up her sheets of paper and shows it to you, and you see her notes, and you see her assignment. We're supposed to learn about a culture that is not Alavastian because Alavast has so many different cultures, and then write a report on it for a book.
May I? Task holds his hands out to see the document.
It's my homework. Please be careful with it.
Of course. No, of course.
Task, is this really important?
Just Task looks up to Greckles a little bit. In our job, you can never be too careful. I just want to see this for verification.
It's not cursed just because I touched it. It's fine.
No, of course not. That's silly. I just would like to see it.
Okay.
Thank you. I promise you there is no ill will in this. I just would like to see it for verification.
Meryl said that she knew someone, so that's why I'm here.
Of course. I want to roll insight.
Okay.
16.
No, she's just a student.
Tass looks over the paper, looks back to her, nods, and gives her the paper back gingerly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Carry on.
Okay.
Cynthia sees a very bristled Greckles. Like both them big eyebrows be very furrowed down.
Do you want me to stop?
No.
Enough.
No. It's all right. It's actually nice to think of home. Actually, if you would be okay with it, let's go over there. And he gestures just further away.
Okay. Okay.
Tass walks away. Let him do his little interview. I was not trying to stop you, Gaijin, out of character.
No. I'm not taking that offensively out of character. You do you, buddy. I'm just
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Cynthia sends it. Goes, Meryl, and Meryl turns. I'm gonna be over there, and she gets up and gathers her notes. One drops to the ground, and she grabs it. And as she goes to grab it, she's actually having a hard time finding it, and she grabs it. And she picks it up and walks over and stumbles into a chair, and then
okay.
moves
I'm
over.
gonna do whether it's intelligence or insight. I want to know if she's albino.
Insight, yeah.
God damn it!
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
It's clear to see. In your culture, it's called the White Blessing.
Uh-huh.
In other cultures,
I know why.
yeah. In other cultures, like, I mean, Yukiko had the White Blessing, if I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken. And other cultures, it's called the White Curse.
Right.
Depending on what culture you're in, depends on how it's seen as.
Yeah, interpreted.
But it is out of
I-
character. It is albinism.
I actually grab her by the hand and slowly start to lead her.
Oh, thank you. It's just really bright today.
No, I understand.
Um,
Someone very special to me was a lot like you.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I've met a few others, but not here. I get mistaken as an Azamar too much.
Greckles bristles at hearing that ever so slightly.
I actually got to meet Burke Bronsfang because of it. It was really funny.
Oh, what was he like?
Oh, he was so nice. I was just walking home after school, and this guard came up and grabbed me, and I was so scared. I thought something bad was going to happen, and then he took me up to the place with the big temples, and she points like towards the center like of town, like in the building.
Mm-hmm.
And they had me wait, and I met him, and he got very cross with the guard, and was very apologetic to me. And then he called my aunt and uncle, and they came to pick me up. And the entire time he was very courteous and very pleasant for an orc, surprisingly. I guess he's an Azamar, but, well,
Oh, I know.
where I come from, orcs are violent and not very good.
Well, you don't have to worry about that here. The orc that we keep around here is about as aggressive as a teddy bear.
Thrown out the window.
And Helga. Meryl tells me all about Helga all the time at school.
She's fun.
She's very cool. All right, last question.
Uh-huh.
What are the main enemies of the Eastern Isles? Here we have the fire giants. Where I'm come from, we have Eltmer. But what about the Eastern Isles?
I'm sorry, out of character. It was bugbears, wasn't it?
Hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins. Sorry.
Mhm.
You see Greckles stop, and it's that 1,000-yard stare that's going past her shoulder, looking past her into just space, and just softly just
Hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins? Is that just like a goblin?
No. Much worse.
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep bringing up bad memories. And she just kind of like sighs and writes down her notes. That should be enough. Thank you so much. Greckles, it was?
Greckles it is.
She extends a hand.
I'll take it.
I'm glad Meryl told me about you.
You know what? I'm glad she did too.
Okay, well, we actually should go. School's going to start soon. Meryl! And Meryl is already resting the broom up against it and grabbing her bag. Thank you so much. And, where'd that little fish-headed man go?
Oh, Ty? He's probably in the kitchen preparing the bear meat.
Oh, I don't want to disturb him. When you see him, tell him I say thank you for the meal. It was very good.
No, he's great at that.
Okay. And she once again 90-degree angle bows to you.
45 back.
And she gathers her things. She trips on a chair a little bit and then runs and meets up with Meryl. And Meryl like kind of asks like, "How was it? How'd it go?" And she goes, "Oh, it was really, really good. I think my report's gonna be good." And they both open the door and leave. And Meryl goes, "Bye, Val. Bye, helmet guy." And they both run off through the streets.
Evil violin strings as Louis Strong looks at her. Tash
Man.
looks over to Greckles. He looks over to Greckles. I apologize, but you must understand that with Tiango as he is, it's nice to at least have some fact checking.
My friend, I think you might be a little bit paranoid of the 13-year-old girl.
She was about 16. She's about the same
Sorry.
age as Meryl.
Roll that in.
Yeah. That's fine. Tash just shrugs and sits over to talk to Helga about what they did, just to bring her up to speed.
Hey Helga,
Yes.
do you have any more of that good stuff you had before?
I did not serve alcohol before 12.
Greckles lets out a really deep sigh.
Just I could see the fucking regular show like, oh.
All right, I'm gonna head back up to my room for a little bit. Just let me know if you guys need anything.
For sure, get some rest.
You see him walk away. Usually Greckles is either way too tense or being home really happy. He's very, very physically and visibly distraught. There's a hunch to his gesture. There's slow steps as his talons clack going up the stairs. Just clack, clack, clack.
I'm gonna roll insight
with advantage.
What do I roll to counter that?
Deception.
23.
Ooh.
14.
14.
You know something's up.
Task will remember that.
Task remembers this.
Oh no, I'm not gonna stop you, but I'm just gonna be like,
no, it's fine. It's fine.
Task will remember that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ellipsis.
Yeah.
So Borky, what's Borky doing? We have Greckles and
tubs,
Panic is sleeping. Borky's grabbing tubs.
Borky pretty much wandered off and is pretty much in the tower looking at tubs being experimented on with science.
Oh, well, it's not science, but close enough.
Magic is a science.
I'm trying to find some sort of natural cure that might help his metabolism, if he even has one anymore. It's rather tricky. I'm honestly just finding something to do while I wait for my distillery to process some potions.
The show is conducted experiment. Borky pulls out a loaf of bread and slowly pushes it. Pushes it towards Tubbs.
Tubbs begins like a termite, just like pecking rapidly, eats the bread, and Willow is just like shaking her head, like no.
All right.
No.
Okay. What was the time on that?
It's a speed run.
45 seconds.
Oh God.
The answer.
For a whole loaf?
Yep.
Fucking hell.
Hot damn.
Willow just like she pinches her temples and she shakes her head and she sits down on a very large chair that was not in the tower before. Just slumps down on the chair and she goes, "Okay, I give up."
No, it's okay. You think we can speed it up so we can eat it even faster?
No. I think we want two different things, Mr. Borky.
2 tubs.
Oh, but I do have something for you. My bugs finished up things. Come with me. And she leads you downstairs to the downstairs part of her tower. And there's this large marble box. Like it looks like marble or granite. And it's very smooth. And she opens it up. There's holes at the top of it, like very small holes. She opens up and there's a bunch of insects and worms and like disgusting creepy crawlies in there. And you see your Heghead currently sitting there, and around it is a like around the box itself is like a ring of salt. And she goes, it might take a few more days, but eventually you'll have a completely clean skull.
Excellent. I'm going to drink from it.
I don't know if that's going to be possible, but it will be ready for you, and whatever use you have for it,
It's up to you.
I'm still thinking of what to do with it.
Mm.
It's just this.
Well-
I gotta be real with you, Willow. I suplexed this hag. It was a beautiful suplex. No, it was very much larger than me. Might be the greatest feat of strength I have ever done.
She kind of laughs and looks to the side, like, okay.
No. So far, but this is special to me, guys.
Well,
Borky
I'm gonna
looks
be-
at it and pokes it in the head a little bit, just like a little bit poke.
When you're told you're not that strong, it's fun to prove everyone wrong, even if they ain't here.
Borky closes the head on it. It closes the lid on it. Closes the lid.
Oh, okay. It's very
Borky just went savant for like 5 seconds.
okay. Well, okay.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I just wanted to say something, but it doesn't matter. It's
Insight
not
check.
important.
Borky wants to insight check her.
Okay.
15.
Okay. She got a natural
Damn.
20.
Damn, she don't want to talk.
Aw.
You don't know. She doesn't want to talk.
What do you think of the chair upstairs? I talked to that dwarven man who built the tower, and Doros did visit, just for a couple seconds. He picks up his potions from me now,
Oh,
which is
that's
kind of
good.
nice. But he doesn't really have anywhere to sit, so I got a chair. And she goes over to the chair. What do you think? Is it comfortable?
Is there a cushion on it?
No, it's just wood.
Well, I feel like, how long does he sit in the chair usually?
I don't know. He hasn't sat
well.
yet.
I think it looks nice.
Does it look nice?
Yeah, it's really nice. Dwarven craft, solid
Well,
build
it looks
too.
really nice. Dwarven craft, solid build.
Damn it, Kurt.
I think he's gonna like it a lot. When you sitting, it looks funny, but when he sits in it, it's
A
gonna
little
look
bit,
normal.
yeah.
All right. Well, here you go. And she like sloshes over tubs into your hand.
All right.
It just like rolls off of her hand. It's like a giant water balloon.
Oh.
It's your pet, your responsibility. Do what you must. I can't help him.
So, by help, what do you mean?
I want to make him a normal pigeon.
But he's so different because of, like, he's chunky.
Beautiful bird, lovely plumage.
He's such a beautiful bird with a lovely chunky.
Of course.
You really think I should make him lose weight?
I don't know. I'm not a druid. I'm a wizard, so I don't know. Sometimes I don't know if I know what's best. But well, it's your responsibility, so it's your choice.
I'll think about it.
Borky nods.
She opens the door. She opens the door.
Okay. Oh, you want me to leave? Okay, bye.
Borky leaves.
Okay, fine. Okay.
She
Borky's
closes the door.
outside outside on the street with tubs. Looks down.
No, you went back upstairs. You're back in the building if you
Okay,
left.
Borky's holding Tubbs' it looks right into Tubbs' beautiful eyes. But
They're
That are
black
looking
and
each
beady.
way.
But what do you want to be?
oh,
Can someone please draw Tubbs as Hart from Fist of the North Star, please?
Who's downstairs in the main area right now?
That would be me. I want to just shoot the shit with my employees. And
Alright.
yeah.
Shoot the shit. Ty is every time you peek in on Ty, you just see him like, yes, this will be great. This is gonna be awesome. Yes, more honey. And you see him working like in a giant, like similar sort of like some sort of tight wooden barrel like chest in a way, and he's just pouring things in there. Oh, excellent. Do you look at any other rooms at all?
Borky.
I checked the.
No, go on. I just did my scene.
Tass looks to Helga. Helga, has there been any noise in this shed out back?
No noise, but there has been many snake.
I'll be right back. Task goes out to look at the shed.
Okay. You open up the shed door and you see Hostred currently arms crossed behind his neck, and his feet are up, and he is in that chair and he is living it up. Oh shit! Hi.
Yes, hello. You seem to be taking a liking to that.
You guys gave me a nice chair.
Have they been giving you food?
Yeah, they have.
And you watch as a snake like glides up his wrist holding an apple, and he just takes it and swallows it whole.
You know, you could go inside and talk to people.
Yeah, but then that one human will scream and yell at me, and things never change.
I can talk to her about that.
Nah. Well, glad to see you're alive.
Glad to see you too. After that little escapade of yours leaving a note for us, I was kind of worried that someone else was kind of hot on your trail.
Oh, well, Hasrat has ways of getting people off his trail, not in a stealthy way like your feathered friend, but more in a, well, information sort of way.
Speaking of which, how did you come across the idea that Tiango was not very fond of us?
Oh, this, and he pulls out his black contract.
Task pulls out his.
Yours is blank. His is blank too, but he puts his away and goes,
Your names were on the tickets.
Damn it. I figured as much.
But now they're gone, which means luckily for you, that was just a warning.
Good. So what does that mean for you? Does that mean you're bunkered here now that you can't go back?
Well, one of the bosses isn't back yet. I'm curious as to why. They're taking a bit longer this time, and rumor is someone killed someone they shouldn't have.
Was she on a little venture to find others as well?
Another what?
Others of herself.
Not here. To make others, maybe, but it doesn't usually take this long.
Which reminds me, and he crosses his legs the other way.
Rumors from my snakes tell me your fine feathered friend has procured something rather fascinating.
Those snakes got good insight.
Those are the smart snakes.
I tried to hide the way that thing looks.
You were transforming in the middle of the road.
Jeez, Greckles.
So, but Tash shrugs. His loot, his gain. We found it on the road. It's his to keep. If you want to talk to him about it, that's his business.
Trade, maybe. But then again, I might not want to be caught having it.
No, that's fair enough. Would you rather risk someone red down below catch that information and then it's on your hands?
Oh no. If Red finds out, that bird's a dead bird. But if you bring it to Everyman, you might earn yourself a favor, if you're someone like me.
Think we can gain some protection from Red if he gets a little ornery?
There's only so much Everyman can do in regards to him.
Why does Everyman keep him around if he's that dangerous?
And Hasrad turns his head.
Hasrad has his theories, but until I know for sure, Hasrad only speaks the truth.
Task gives him 10 coins. Speaking of hypotheticals for once, I'd like to hear your theories.
My theories. And he leans forward and he goes, why do you think changelings, like everyman, are so close to extinction?
Close to the enemy?
Or the enemy keeps moving?
Jesus. That's out of character. There is no Jesus. There is no Jesus in Alabast.
There might be a Jesus.
It's true. It is a first name. Quite the theory you have.
He shrugs.
Well-
But for your friend there, he could hold on to it if he thinks it's worth it. Or he could hand it over, which would be what Hasrad would do. But the bird isn't Hasrad.
No, and be careful when you say that around him. Currently in this mood, that might be kind of coined off as a tiny bit of a threat.
I'm not the one threatening anyone.
And he recrosses his legs.
Of course, Task like smirks. Of course you're not. By the way, the humans are gone, so you can come inside if you want.
Ugh.
I feel it might give you a little bit of change of pace if you decide to come in. The offer's open. Task walks away.
He just kind of, his face goes wide, like, "Nyeh," like.
Task closes the door. Have a good night.
Yeah. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the snakes bite.
Ugh. Goes back inside, sits at the bar. Yeah, he's there.
This one is paying rent, yes?
It's complicated. He's a little bit of our info broker, so he has a little bit of a... The fact that he's sleeping in the shed is kind of like his special little treat from us.
You're really spoiling him. She says it sarcastically.
Tess smiles. Yeah, we are. I'm trying to crack that little exterior shell of his to see if we can coerce him to get outside in the real world once in a while.
Yeah, some people do not like coaxing. To them, it is like push.
It was like that for me when I first got here.
And she cleans a glass.
Yep, and just shoot the shit. Oh, by the way, Scarble's there.
What do you need? She's right behind you.
Borky walks in the room. Ah! Oh my god. Borky comes and sits down beside Task with tubs. Oh.
What do you need?
I just wanted to talk. I wanted to know goblin etiquette a little bit more.
Goblin etiquette? Okay, here. She says
or
etiquette.
Task smiles, or lack thereof.
Yeah, let me explain this to you. There is none. Zip zero, nothing. All you have to do is respect the people who are bigger than you, who could kill you, and if not, defeat them in
Borky holds
numbers.
his hand up.
I have a question.
Yeah?
How come you're nice, but whenever we meet goblins outside of Alavast, they go "Ah, rah, rah," and they start attacking us?
Why is it I meet orcs here and they're nice, and I go to other places and they're like, ah, rah, 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 rah.
Borky holds his chin.
That's a damn fine question, Scarboss. Why is it that it's like that?
Different upbringings, I can only assume.
Yeah.
So I would say this, oh god, I'm gonna get her name wrong and I should...
Phantom Live Sturva?
Yeah, Sturva. So, since this Sturva's a bugbear, showing respect, I assume since bugbears are huge, showing respect if you're smaller... she runs a black market business, so I'm assuming at least keeping a stance would at least garter one back. But with someone like Borky's stature, do you believe that he'd be able to speak with her on equal terms?
Depends on the bugbear. I served bugbears once, and it was okay. I don't know. I mean, you could try. Worst things come to worst, you have to fight a bugbear. She kind of like scratches like her ear, her giant ear, fixes the earring.
For the longest time, I thought bugbears were just giant bugs that had like a bear-like body and a giant bug face. True story. I thought that.
You know, somehow, based on what Helga says, that doesn't surprise me too much.
Borky casts a glance at Helga. Leans over to Scarbles.
She been talking shit.
Scarbles like looks up to Helga. Helga looks down to Scarbles. She looks up to you. You look down to Scarbles. Hey, look, I got somewhere to be. Ha, ha. Oh, and she just runs away.
Task looks up to well, thank you for the info. Looks up to Helga. So let's be honest. When we do get a fight pit in here,
Yes.
you'll be in exhibitions, won't you, just for fun?
Helga leans on the countertop. You know, after the recent fight pit battle against weak orc men
Uncalled for.
and very strong tiefling men, Helga is retired. Sometimes Helga have dream of going back to youth, but it's not Helga's way. She starts to clean the glass again.
We can't turn back. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep, go ahead.
I said we can't turn back time, but we can still indulge you in that idea if we get something like that.
Helga will consider, but nothing more.
It's for fun. It's nothing more. We're not asking you to get in the ring and fight for us for cash.
No, that is not too boring.
Tass smiles. I think I know what I want to build next.
This could be fun, indeed. But there is only one problem with this. You will need cleric.
That's true. We need to fight. I really want. You really want to hire that vulture guy, right? The death.
He does skulk around here a lot more.
Yeah, he's right. He's literally sitting there.
He's right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, Taz says that out loud as a joke. Like, he does skulk around a lot.
He raises two fingers like sup.
Borky turns. Why don't you want to work for us?
I have more important
Oh,
things
dang
to
it.
do.
Borky turns back.
See? He's busy.
Well, we are near a clerical district. We can look for any aspiring new clerics that want a job like that.
Or we could do the job interview again. I love doing that test. That was so much fun.
That does sound like fun. I wouldn't mind actually getting me maybe a cleric that has something to do with that hunting god.
You would.
By the way, I saw something rather strange.
What's that?
While I was out doing this little man quest that they wanted me to go on, I saw a vision. Their god or something brought to me a vision of my home, like in my councilman's home. The task is actually going to drop this info on Borky. He like stops for a second, then looks to him and just goes, whatever. Borky, I come from a tribe known as the Dwellers. We were underdark dwelling kobolds that lived in the mountainside. Yeah. When I looked into the councilman's chambers, the Dwellers were replaced with a silver door. And then when I walked through the door, all of the color was gone, and all I saw was it was like silver. And before me was a dragon, but I was shot out of the vision before I could figure out anything.
Well, we know a bunch of dragons. Like, dragons and you kind of go, hand in hand. It was like, was the dragon itself silver?
That's the thing, I couldn't tell. I looked at myself. My skin was without color, and then when I looked up, the dragon was without color. I can only assume that we keep hearing about this Silver King. Remember, Remy showed a lot of ill will towards it.
I've never seen him so pissed.
Silver King.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is interesting. Meryl and Willow were both from country where Silver King now rules. Helga has noticed many women are from this place.
Specifically women?
Any idea why the military, like someone from the military, would such hate towards it?
Towards the dragon?
Yes.
Perhaps is what giant respectable bird said. It's just he was late.
Hmm.
But perhaps what was going on was much worse based on what Meryl said to Helga.
Any kind of war, no matter how big or small, people, not even intended targets, get hurt. So,
That is not just it, Orkman. Meryl tells me that if she were in country before Silver King, and she is trying to read, she would be put to death.
So that, out of character, so you said like pretty much. So if she,
If Meryl tried to learn how to read in Eltmer before the Silver King, she would be put to death.
What was the previous ruling before the Silver King showed up?
Yeah, I hear that based off of respectable birdmen, there was king and queen, like monarchy. See, in Helga's clan, the smartest, strongest woman rules. This whole monarchy thing makes no sense to Helga. But apparently they are no longer around because of the Silver King. Surprisingly, many do not wish to go back. Perhaps it's like Meryl has found a new calling, family, place to be. Same with Willow, as calling, place to be. And I believe that Meryl's friend there, the one who has the white blessing there, she also is from Eltmer, I believe. Remember saying. They reminisce about apple trees in the autumn.
Speaking to Meryl about this might not be such a bad idea.
But
Next
she
time-
is young. Be nice to her.
No, of course. I would just ask her, can I have a generalization of her previous life?
This may be good. You could also talk to Willow.
it makes
Indeed.
Me, don't mind if I cut in here. Was just thinking for a sec.
Borky, why is that thing in a
Oh, what?
shoebox?
you talking about Tubbs?
Yes.
What? Oh no, it's to keep him safe so he doesn't like melt places he shouldn't.
Goes in the fucking air ducts.
Oh no, it's coming up the gears.
Anyway, I'm
But
sorry.
If people hate the Silver King, but before he took over, if women couldn't read, that's bad, right? Like, it's terrible to people not being able to read.
Every culture has a stigma.
Ain't that true?
That's why the kobolds of Iron Oath actually went away with their stigmas. We were running low on population, and we all decided to come together, even though we were warring factors. I heard they were warring factors at the point, but joining a union and coming together outside of these differences made it all at least worthwhile when I was alive. When I was when I was on the mountain.
You talk.
When they were alive, Jesus.
That's okay.
As you guys are talking, Panic, you're sleeping in your room, right?
That is correct.
You hear a tuk, 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 Panic!
What?
Panic!
I get up and I look around, try to see where this noise is coming from.
You hear a rock hit your window.
I open up my window and I look out.
You see a young male wizard standing on the ground. Val is like pointing out your window. Panic! Hello!
I squint my eyes and I lean out. Ozzy?
Yes! Oh, I told you he'd remember me. Hello!
Oh boy.
Is anyone with him?
He's standing next to Val.
Oh. You could have just come in.
I wanted to surprise you.
You did.
Hooray!
Okay, I get dressed and I make my way down. I'm assuming I slept off most of my hangover.
Yeah, you're
right?
fine now. You slept up most of it, and that's actually where we're gonna end the session tonight.
It's
Okay.
Because it's 10 o'clock.
All right, stopping audio.
That
Yep.
that
See ya, Austin.
is how you end an episode, Nadine. That's great. It's me. It's me, Panic.
That's an anime cliffhanger ending right there.
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and take out this 45 minutes of me being absolutely silent.
Oh, sorry.
I apologize. I was just like, we haven't spoken to anyone that like.
No, I'm not taking it out. I'm just looking at it right now.
That's
Just like
the joke.
Yeah, we haven't spoken to a lot of the NPCs at the tavern for like at least like for a good chunk of time. So I'm just like, I'd like to speak to them or like at least pick their brains about
Oh
shit.
my god, this was a fun episode.
This was kind of a low down session I wanted to do. Just a chill one. Because I know you guys were sick, so.
Hey, I can fight when I'm sick.
Well, you know, I was being considerate. So, you know, fine.
yeah, breath weapon, sneeze attack.
Roll a DC 15 or
cast
be consumed with my
affliction
virus.
by licking doorknobs.
What episode is this?
Oh my,
30.
Episode 30, guys. We
Damn.
made episode 30.
What a milestone.
Hooray. Hey.
God damn it, Connor.
You doing okay? Morty. You got no idea, Morty. Morty's getting to it.
I'm a tiefling, Morty.
Part devil, Morty.
Okay, here we go, guys. There we go.
They attempted to steal a baby. How is that a Loki
Remember
episode?
that meme, guys?
Childbirth is loaded. Sorry. Okay, never mind. Fine.
Remember
I shouldn't
me,
say
guys.
So, guys, a quick update about the podcast. We will have we will have last week's episode going up tomorrow, and potentially this week's episode going up tomorrow as well, if our audio guy can get it done. We apologize for the delay, but unfortunately, he was away from his ability to make it.
He was at MagFest.
He was at MagFest. So we do apologize for the delay on that, but you will be getting it tomorrow for the podcast version, which I am really happy to hear is doing really well. So that's good. Chat, I want to thank you so much for all the kind donations. Dance with Weebs, 1,000 bits. Today was my first live show. Binged the entire series in 3 weeks. Monty, you inspired me to write my own campaign.
Dang.
That's awesome. And thank you so much, Parasite Demon, for the 274 bits. This was, Thank you. Wow, Cryptic Side, thank you for the 500 bit. Borky, there are 2 albino orcs among you. Kill them like the rest. Haha. S Night Shade, 500 bits. Hey, Zito and Monty, what would a conversation between Gammy and Ty be like?
I don't know who Gammy is, so.
Grammy is.
That was the one who makes seagull stew or whatever it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. You look like a really delicious dish, Sonny. Would you like to try the secret ingredient?
Oh, God.
Right.
Oh.
Let me tell you a little spoiler, kid. Let me hunch my hand around your big fish head. There we go.
Oh,
Just
no, please don't touch
get in
me.
here. Get in here. Get in here. I got
It's
something.
like my real grandma. Okay, hi.
Shh. Do you hear that?
The pounding of my chest.
Yes. It sounds like the secret ingredient I put in like a few hours ago. Do you want to try a dish? Yes. Do you want to try a dish? It's very good. It's hearty for you. It's hearty for you.
Oh no, Oh no, Hardy. Oh, thank you
Just
so much.
shoves it down his fucking gullet.
Ah!
It tastes great.
Rabid Hyena Rider, 10,000 bits. This is my first bit drop on Twitch. You guys are one of the best D&D streams I've seen. Thank you. Also, happy birthday to the new character. Okay. But Rabid Hyena Rider, 10,000 bits. Thank you so much for christening your first bit drop on us. And thank you so much for the incredible compliment. And Nadine, I really loved this episode. Doing Glowing Low Key was a good idea today, I think.
Yeah, I was just like, I prepped for the first half, and then I'm like, I just kind of want to leave it open for whatever you guys wanted to do. So
that's good.
I just want to see what would happen in a way as well.
I find it so ironic that the rogue is quickly becoming public enemy number 1 in the underbelly and is becoming very much loved in the police department.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very opposite.
Good
So
old
strange.
narc.
Well,
Breckles.
no, I mean, oh my god. No, like if there was a big stretch of time, he would be looking for Welsh to try and get employed by, like, I don't know, special forces, something like that. And there actually is some character development reason for that.
Well, they're around and they are busy, so you could ask.
501. Guys, are we good to shut down for the night?
I guess so.
I believe
Thanks so
so.
much for coming,
Real quick
guys.
shout out. You can find Monty Glue, our fantastic DM. You can find her personal Twitch over at twitch.tv/MontyGlue, and you're doing art streams now, right, Nadine?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna probably be doing one
awesome.
tomorrow. I did an improv one on Tuesday just to kind of get used to it. So
All right,
yeah.
you definitely check her out on Twitter there. Snake, Senile Snake.
You can find me. You can find me at twitch.tv/senile snake with a 3 instead of an E at the end. And you can find me on Twitter at senile snake. And I stream Payday 2 and a bunch of party games.
Awesome. And
look forward to Friday because that will be my birthday and I'll be doing a big stream.
Happy birthday!
Sing the birthday song, everyone. You know the one.
Happy birthday from all of us.
birthday! Happy birthday, dude. Awesome, dude. And Goomba, where can they find you?
You can find me here on Twitch as Gaijin Goomba no H. Every Saturday, possibly Sunday, we're doing an Okami long play, and then every Tuesday we're just playing a random weird game from time to time. You can also find me on YouTube with my own channel and over on the Game Theorist channel.
That reminds me, Gaijin, I need to talk to you after this stream. I need to pick your brain about something.
Okay, I was about to say, am I in trouble?
No, you're not in
Zeta, where
trouble.
can they find?
I'm just curious.
I seem to be the most in trouble right now in this campaign, so yay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Ozzy just showed up. I think I'm the most in trouble right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if Ozzy can break you like a twig.
I mean, facing Ozzy emotionally or facing Tiango physically, what is more terrifying right now? I mean, in the grand scheme of things.
For real.
You could find me at twitch.tv/Zito on Fridays. I do variety streams, and my Sundays have been switched up. I will be whenever I'm not doing my next new project for my Sundays, I'll just be doing variety streams as well. But what I would like to do is I'm going to be creating a small little one-off game, D&D games based on the world that I'm using for TFS at the Table called Tales of Raiden. So that will be happening. We got our first 2 groups, so I'm writing up 2 campaigns. I'll try to make them a monthly thing. And you can also find me on Twitter at CZ Backlash.
And we're a quick shout out to Kaiser Neko, who was in the chat for a bunch of tonight. Hi.
Hi, Kaiser.
Oh
Hi,
yeah.
Scott.
Oh, I didn't even see him.
Hey,
What's up,
yeah.
Isaac?
I think he said happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks,
Kaiser.
and you can find me here. and on my
That's
Twitter, Takahata101.
Oh, there he is. There's Scott.
Yay! Hi, Scott.
And I will be continuing on my streams. I'm switching up my streaming schedule going forward here the next month or two. Just some adjustments going on. But I will probably be playing some Final Fantasy XIV either tonight or tomorrow or Friday as well. So, anyways, guys, from all of us here at the Unexpectables, thank you so much.
Take care.
Hi, guys.
Later, guys.